Welcome to Gizmo and The Goon. You all know I'm the Goon. Hope y'all digging the vines. Took me a minute to figure out uh, the intricacies of this thing. Y'all know I don't particularly know what I'm doing. However, here I am. Shout out to you. And I'm waiting on a guest to be, she's going to interview me. Uh, Hold on one second. She said I have to add her. Hold on. How do I do that? How do I add somebody? How do you add people? What the fuck is this? Okay, I would guess this, right? Let's see, I'm gonna try this. To mouth. I'm gonna text her the link. I'll see if that helps. Um, I'm gonna have to figure this thing out. Okay, we're starting to get some people in here. We're starting to get a few people in here. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? This is, this is my thing. I'm doing the things I like to do. Hope y'all digging the vines. Let me see here. I'm here. Okay. So that's my first. What do you call it? That's a comment. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Justin wants to join the stream. Okay, we're gonna add Justin. Okay. Hello?
Hello. Hey.
Okay. All right. Peace and love. Now we got a
Okay.
little motion. All right, everybody, you know
That
what I'm saying? Go ahead.
that light, that light is like, can you not have that light over your head because you can't see you? Can you face a different direction? Face, okay, there we go. That's better. Ooh, your phone is a little it's like glitch. Mm, I wish you could
Don't
tap
laugh
in.
too hard at you guys. She left this lyrics. Okay. Don't laugh at me, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Listen, because y'all know I don't know what I'm doing. It's not funny. But I'm trying to do this thing. So what I'm gonna do is since I don't know what I'm doing, and a man needs to know what he doesn't know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to allow Figgy to kind of quarterback this thing, and you know what I'm saying, she'll put me in a position, and then we'll kind of take it from there, and we'll see where this thing go. We'll let this thing kind of do what it do.
Um, could you wipe your screen because it's a little blurry, just so you can be clear and everyone can see your beautiful face? I don't know if you heard me. Your phone is glitching. You really should get tap into the Wi-Fi that's in that place.
I don't.
I wish you got the
I
Wi-Fi
feel like
full.
okay, but go ahead. We're not gonna concern ourselves with petty things.
Okay, wipe your
All
screen
right,
so
I
so
just
you can
did
see
that.
you. Okay,
Can
cool.
everybody see me clearly?
Yeah, that's better.
All right. Who?
Okay.
Okay. Who digs the vine? Shout out. What do they always say? Give me a one in the chat if you digging the vines. You know what I'm saying? Give me a two if you disagree. All right. All right. So go ahead, V. I guess we're gonna do kind of a reaction. We're gonna kind of play it like that, and I'm going to respond. Uh,
We're going to do a ghetto reaction.
okay. Well, I guess that's so be it then. Well, before we begin, allow me to clean house a little bit. First of all, I would like to thank the solid black women and the solid black men who were so kind enough to send me kind words. You know what I mean? I'm a man of very, very thick skin. So, it didn't matter whether anybody agreed with me or didn't. I was always going to stand for what I believe in. And it never mattered. People agreeing with me or not agreeing with me is never a prerequisite for the truth being told. So that's, what I mean? That's never something I concern myself with. No man should. With that being said, though, it was still very kind to see the outpouring of women who found me on social media, things of that nature. So I want to do that. Also, I want to thank Figgy for her time. It's also her birthday. Shout out to Figgy. She's doing this on her birthday. I'm sure she has much better things she could be doing. However, she's not.
Get awesome. Sorry,
She's
babe. Sorry,
Okay,
sorry.
it's okay. You know what I'm saying? She's actually helping to assist in things. I could not do this without her. So I want to 100%, you know what I'm saying, take time out to say, once again, this is her birthday. She could be doing other things, but she is not. And so I want to definitely take time out to recognize her for her time. And also let me thank Kendra for the opportunity to come on her platform. And you know what I'm saying, because she didn't have to do that, and she did accept me. And so for better or for worse, I do want to, it's very important that I acknowledge that as well. So with that being said, I'm gonna let her kind of set the stage, and then we'll kind of take it from there.
Thank you for that time, actually, because I'm gonna get. You can actually keep talking. I'm gonna send the link to some people. Plus, I want to test the phone line because this is going to be a call in, so you can talk to Awesome personally over the phone.
Mhm.
I'm going to give you the call in number. Well, actually, let me test it first.
All right.
Um,
First of all, can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? You know what I'm saying? Is everybody able to hear me clearly? One would hope. Uh, like I said, as we know, this is not the, this obviously
this is the
isn't the
ghetto
quintessential
version.
situation, right? You know what I'm saying? So, we're doing this, you know what I'm saying, with the best we can. But I always believe that it doesn't matter what a man does, as long as he does it correctly. So there are certain principles that I, believe in. Let me start by saying this. I never once truly wanted to be famous. You know what I'm saying? That was never, something in my mind, like YouTube famous. That's I have plans on being, I used to always say that rich is loud, but wealth is quiet. So I never really wanted to be one of them guys who, you know, was looking for attention, or looking for people, looking for accolades, or looking for people to recognize me. That was never my thing. However, when this thing kind of took on a life of its own, probably maybe in December, when I first came down here, and I kind of ran out of
Sorry,
money.
sorry for interrupting. Just doing a test. Can you hear
Okay.
me, Jay? Okay. Okay. Hold on. Keep.
Okay.
Can you say test test for a second? Can you hear him? Awesome.
Yes.
Can you see 1, 2, 3, 4? Oh man. Okay. Can you hear him all right? Awesome. Can you
Okay.
hear him?
Yes. Yes. I can hear him. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Jermaine. Thank you. Watch the live, okay? Okay, so
Okay.
we got the phone tested. We
Okay.
got the phone tested, and then we're gonna do a reaction to your. Let's see if you can hear your video um, before we start. I don't want to show people's numbers. I don't think it will show when.
Yeah, I just she what she
Okay,
like
I
to
can hear
do
that.
is she like to
Is
wait.
that
Okay,
loud
pause
enough?
it for me, Sticky. Yes, that's fine. Pause that for me.
Every now
Okay, thank you. First, okay, let me see. Let's see. Namaz. Well, okay, can I say that? Namavas. Namav. Let me see. Nava. Okay, I apologize if I'm not saying it correctly. Namvas 2012. Are you going to make this available for later viewing? Absolutely. I don't know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure we'll figure something out, you know what I'm saying, to give you the opportunity to do that, if that better suits you. Okay. With that being said, we don't want to take up too much of everyone's time. We're gonna try to get into this. Go ahead, Fee, kick it off.
Okay. And in the meantime, while we're watching this, I'm gonna put the call-in number at the bottom, as well as no, that's it. Just call. Oh, as well as your Cash App. What's your
Okay.
shout out? Your Cash App, real quick. Shout out
Okay.
your Cash App.
I know you told me. Okay. SMD awesome. AWE. Well, hey, wait a minute. That's $sign SMD awesome. $sign SMD awesome. AWESUM. Okay. So yeah, that's there's
I'll put that in the link
all right.
as well. Okay, ready?
All right. Now and then she'd just wake up on her own. I was trying to get her to go back to sleep, but I don't think that's
Tell me when to pause when you want to interject with anything.
okay. Thank you. And if anybody in the chat has anything to add, you know what I mean. If you have any questions, make sure you type them. and you know what I mean. I'll definitely get to those as well. Go ahead.
Can everybody in the chat hear the video while I'm playing it? If you could just put a yes or a no.
He was on the show on Saturday, and before I start, I got you told me, everybody, I'm gonna get to the people in queue, so y'all don't go nowhere. I'm gonna talk to Austin, but if you ain't queue, you will get an interview. Yeah. So don't hang up. So I'm gonna say that to the people in queue. But I know you know
Fox in the hen house.
Hello?
You done let the fox in the hen house.
What does that mean?
They're not they're not gonna like you if you do this interview with me. They're gonna hate you.
No, they're gonna like me. What are you talking about?
Okay. All right.
Listen, who you are represents you. Hi,
Thank you, God. Exquisite mercy.
The all-new Kendra G Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Just go to your App Store or Google Play Store and download now.
Oh my gosh. Commercials.
Never looked so good.
My bad,
Yes, this
people.
is ghetto.
Store and download now. But we got a lot of questions because you saw the comment section. I'm quite sure of it.
Well, I saw a little bit of it. I don't particularly pay too much attention, but
Okay,
if you mind.
questions that
Okay,
people
stop. Okay,
had.
pause it right there.
If you
Stop it,
didn't see
please.
Awesome's first video, go.
Yeah. Whatever. That was one of the things. First of all, I'm glad Kendra did that, because now, even though that didn't happen a lot, I do wish that she had given me more time to say certain things. I do know that, she did, out of respect for her time. She's clearly had other people waiting. Our interview had already, it's our second interview, and so, but being said, certain things and not cut me off, because I was going to get to things systematically. I like to do things in a certain way, but obviously that's her platform. So this gives me a little bit more time, so that way I don't have to try to fit so many words into such a small space. So I want to 100% say that. All right, hold on. Okay, hold on one second. You would not, hold on. I guess question. Jazzy K says, I would not let her talk. First of all, okay, Jazzy K, please read it. Yes, Jazzy K, I absolutely have read the Willie Lynch letter. Read that over 20 years ago. You said I wouldn't let her talk. When didn't I let her talk? Did anybody agree with that? Figure, I guess I can't. Like, if anybody thinks that that's the case, let me know. And you said she really let her talk. I think she really said she really let me talk. Well, she didn't cut me off a lot. I won't say that it was a lot. I'd be lying. And one thing you'll find about Awesome, he don't do no lying. She didn't cut me off a lot. She did give me some runway, but however, I would have liked it a little more in order to finish certain points. But I think all in all, I was happy. Like, nothing is perfected, right? So all in all, I definitely was pleased. I just would have had like to have it a little bit more. So that's, I'm always called you. You'll find that about me. You may not like what I say or how I say it, but I'm always going to give it. I'm always going to call it the way I see it. At times you seem to have cut her off, honestly. Okay. So she said so there's that. You know what I'm saying? It said that there's that. They say at times you seem to have cut her off, honestly. Did you see it that way, Figgy? Did you see me as cutting her
No,
off?
I no, I would have liked to hear her ask you questions and you
Okay.
answer them, but you
Okay.
already did that in the first round.
Right.
Round two was you to clarify the situation, the questions that everybody had. So you
Okay.
already saw in the comment section, and I was already telling you all the questions that people had. So you came prepared, and that's why you just came in explaining everybody's questions. I think people are just accustomed to seeing her do the interview, but this wasn't an
Okay.
interview. This was a clarification video.
Yes, I would kind of concur with Figgy in that regard, but I am open to anyone who sees it otherwise. So that's why you're not gonna get no phoniness from me. So whatever I believe and whatever I say, whether you disagree or agree, you'll know that that's really me. So I've had people that said that, well, Austin, this is your opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And I went to the creator with it, and here's my position on that. I'm not changing who I am for nobody. I don't care, because money don't make me. I've had it, I've lost it, I've seen it. I've eaten things that would make a billy goat puke. I've slept in places that people wouldn't dream of. I have lived with raccoons. I have had nothing. I've also been able to count a lot of money, right? So, and I've had some very, very good days as well. More darker ones than not, but I'm thankful for it all. And they all shaped me to be who I am. I'm not running from that, and I'm not ever going to allow any type of financial gain or anything that could that could shape me financially, change me and my daughter. If it's going to reshape the man that I am, I'm not interested. And so I don't buck dance for nobody. And that's so if you like that, then you'll like me. If you don't like that, then you just particularly won't. So that being said, Figgy, go ahead and kick that, you know what I'm saying, kick that thing off, please.
Okay.
Watch it, but let me get to some questions.
Okay.
He's holding a 9-month-old baby. I'll do a minor recap. This is 9-month-old daughter. He's looking for a black woman who has no kids. That's not an option for him. Have to be willing to have kids. Be a mother to his child. Mm-hmm. Do not eat your steak medium well. That is not. It shows you don't know how to act, child. Be open-minded to the steak that he's going to order for you because he orders for his woman. He's not negotiating that. Get with the program or get lost. Is that right?
Yes. So far, basically.
Well, let me ask you a couple things. Okay. Are you calling me from a shelter?
Yes. Let me say this. First of all, Kendra, how do you like the suit? I came on here looking like a Reese cup. Figure one of these sisters might want to,
Oh my God.
Well, I gotta keep remember I got my
Pause
daughter.
that. Stop that.
So that's number one. So hopefully.
Stop it. Okay, first of
To get
all,
through the video,
I was
yo.
looking good. Listen, y'all can't say that I didn't look good. That's number one. That I did like a Reese cup. I would say one of you sisters want to eat me up. So I can talk that way, knock Gizmo's sleep. Now, with that being said, now let me see. My girl, let's see, God's exquisite mercy. She says raccoons and not rats. Yeah, it was actually raccoons. There was a house I was homeless, and my homeboy had a house, and he was family down, but they let me live in the attic, and I could live up there, but the raccoons had took over, especially at night. So I used to be scared. It had no running water. It had electricity, but it had no running water. You know what I'm saying? No plumbing and then no heat. And so I stayed up there for about 3 months while I got myself together. But the raccoons had took over. So I was, you know what I mean? That was something. So yeah, that's the raccoons. But go,
Okay, let's
go ahead.
play this
Go ahead,
video.
Figgy.
Start with number one.
Yeah.
Okay, because I never did a reaction video to my show, but you had me do a reaction video to your video. And one thing I said, men with money talk the way you talk. Now, you got to have money to talk the way you talk, awesome. You can't be living in a shelter and making those demands.
Pause
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Stop it.
Now, are you?
Oh my
Thank you.
God.
This is it because I'm gonna have to do this a lot because these are certain things I need to clarify and make sure certain things are understood. In our society, this is what shapes a man. Him having money, as if him having money trumps his character and trumps who he is and what matters to him. I'm gonna say this very clearly, and anybody that don't like it, well, you know where you can go. They just because you got it's a lot of fuck boys got money. I could be out there doing all type of foul stuff for money. Money don't make no man. And so you can't. So if the money, so if you talk that way because of the money, then that means when the money's gone, you're not. You're different. So the money made you to begin with. And this is what I learned specifically about my life. I will never ever allow anything financial to make or break me. Period. And that's the bottom line to that. Go ahead.
Well, I want to say one thing too, because I knew you when you had money
Yeah.
before you had your daughter.
All right.
And, you know, everything that he said is actually
Mhm.
who he is. He is
Yeah.
he's a real person. You know what I mean? And another thing I have to say, you are a brother who takes accountability, which is rare. Okay? And you're fair. Like I'm just gonna say that just off knowing you. You're a fair brother and you take accountability. You know how to take accountability. That's a rare quality in this world today. And so what your circumstance now, I mean, I've seen you, like, I know that you have, you know, you've stepped up as a father. There's no medal for that because that's what you're supposed to do. But in this world, and nobody's really doing that. But also, like, you've swallowed a lot of your pride because, like, you were not where you are now was not who you were or where you were before. You know what I mean? Like, so now you're like trying to do everything that is right, even right down to working at pizza. Like, this is not like you've humbled yourself. And I just think people need to really recognize that because I did know him before when he had money and before his daughter, and he gave up everything and spent his last dime on his daughter. So just want to put that in there.
Okay.
Ready?
Well, first of all, no, hold on, Fee. Well, first of all, like I said, as much as I appreciate that, it wasn't, it wasn't, it wasn't necessary in terms of this. These people are going to think what they want to think, right? And so, they don't, they can believe it or not believe it, think it's a lie or believe it, you know what I'm saying? But in the end, you won't be able to disprove anything. There won't be any exposure videos about me. And I want to go back to one small chat that said, am I homeless often? Yeah, that was Namaz vet. That's a good question. That was back in like maybe 2013 or so. I was just getting back out. So that was then. It was a very, very rough time. I've had some very, very rough times in my life. And I'm probably one of the few men that are going to get up here and tell you a lot of guys are not going to say this. A lot of guys are not going to, keep it real. That's just what it's saying. Okay, now hold on. This is not the first time he is homeless, though. He just talked about living in the attic because that was homeless. Sounds like he loves to talk.
But he told you he was from the streets. Like he never lied. He's telling you his whole life story. Like,
Yeah,
you're lucky
it's the
to
parts I
be.
can. Yeah. You know what I mean? And and like I said, whether you like it or don't like it, at least you know that at least you can, have some faith in the authenticity of it. That being said, go ahead, baby. Kick it off.
All right. Okay.
I'm not finished, but you can speak.
Okay, well, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no, I mean, we're gonna be having a dialogue. Go.
Okay. Number one, I can because I did. That's number one. Number two, I've always been like this. I don't let money make me. Let me say something, Kendra. Let's just get right down to the root of the issue. The root of the issue is that a lot of black women just don't like black men. They don't respect black men. That's the core of the issue. I don't deal with symptoms, I deal with the cause. You don't like black men, so you don't respect black men. So whatever you always want to come. If I were white and doing the very same thing, taking care of my daughter, women would say, what a great guy he is. They would say, look at him. Look at why this white man doing this, but black men don't take care of their children. Let me give you a little bit of my backstory. I literally left the streets to take care of her. CPS tried to take her from me 4 different times. CPS called me today to try to take my daughter from me. I have to do certain things and go through certain protocols in order to make sure she's safe. So
Pause there.
let me say this. Number one,
Yeah, I
Thank
actually want you to explain that properly because it's
yeah.
not CPS isn't coming for you because you're doing anything
Yeah.
wrong. It's just,
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead.
Yeah, that's a great point, Figgy. First of all, Jazzy K said that's a lie. Jazzy K, tell me which part you think is a lie, and then I'll address that. First of all, and hit the like button for me, y'all. 16 in the chat, right? How that go? Four in the, you know what I'm saying? Y'all show a brother a little love. You know what I'm saying? We know we ain't got nothing going on over here, but y'all tap in. You know what I'm saying? Let a brother know that y'all, that y'all hit that like button for me. I'd appreciate that. Now, as far as what was I saying? Figure was about this,
Did
that's about the whole shit.
you,
Yes, there were different people. I don't know if anybody's ever been involved with this, and this stuff was very new to me. I didn't get a chance to really go into this. When the first call that ever happened with with CPS was when I was in West Virginia. I went and took my daughter to the hospital. She was having some blood in her stools. At that particular point in time, she was drinking goat's milk. Right, I was buying this expensive goat's milk, and I'm thinking this stuff is the stuff. But she started to have a little bit. It wasn't a lot of blood, but it was enough to concern me. And I don't know enough about this thing, right? So I started to take her, and I took her to the doctor, and the doctor told me that they wanted to keep her overnight. I said, okay, cool. Obviously I'm not going nowhere, so that's just what it was. I was on the phone talking to her mother, basically telling her what was going on, because at this particular time, I'm thinking that okay, at some point in time, she'll get it together. Things will be different. And so they come in and they says, well, this girl has a bruise on her. The doc said, I said, excuse me? They said, your daughter, I said, I know y'all talking about another child, but this little girl still like she coming out of bubble wrap. They said, no, she has a bruise on her. I said, what? So they showed me a little mark that was on her hip. And I said, well, I don't know how she got that. I said, and
Uh,
it did look like a bruise to me, right?
that is called
So
a Mongolian
the,
spot, by the way. All mixed babies, all
yeah,
Filipino,
let me
Spanish.
let me do this figure. I want to
So,
make sure you know what I'm saying that I because I want to always be one to stand. I do appreciate your passion for me, but it's important that I stand in my own fire.
right.
So what happened was, and I do thank you. So what happened was when they said that, I didn't know enough to know anything else. Then another nurse comes in and said that looks like Figgy said, a Mongolian spot. I said, what the hell is a Mongolian spot? It's black people call a birthmark. I said, so damn, that's what they say. So it still isn't really clicking to me. I'm still not quite putting this thing together like I should, right? And so they wanted to take her blood. They wanted to take more blood for test. I said, y'all already took 4 pints of blood. They said, I don't know if it was 4 pints, but whatever it was enough to concern me. I wasn't gonna put her through that again. They said we need to do more tests. I'm like, why do we need to do more tests? You already took blood from my daughter. He said, no, we need more. I said, listen, man, you're not taking no more blood from my daughter. So the doctor comes in, says, well, we're going to do what we want to do. He said, I'm the one with a PhD. I said, I don't give a fuck. I got a GED. That's one of my best lines ever. The interns in there was laughing like y'all ain't going to believe it, right? I say, I don't care about none of that. You not taking no more blood from my daughter. And so from that, they wouldn't let me leave. Then they called security. Now I'm pissed. They tell me, so now they come in with, he said where the mother went. He doesn't know where he's going to take them. And at this time, I'm living. I have my own house at this particular point in time in West Virginia. Like I said, once again, things are much different. 2 houses at that time, and so I'm like, man, I'm not letting this slide. They said you can leave, but you got to leave the door. Leave your daughter. What I do, y'all? I call the police. I call the police so fast. I said these racist white devils are trying to take my daughter. They don't like to see black men standing tall, and they want to take my daughter. They were trying to take her because she was beautiful and she had all of the potential. They had never seen anything like her, and they wanted to take her. I stood tall. I called those people 3 times. The police finally show up. So much so they said y'all can't make this man, if he don't want his daughter to get no blood, that's it. You can't force him. The police gave me a ride home in the front seat of their car. First time I ever been in the front seat, by the way. That's very that's facts. I listen, y'all should have heard me. I was like, you can't fuck with the police. I walked out there, y'all like Sherman Hemsley. Y'all know Sherman Hemsley get the cat and please, George Jefferson out that mother. So that
Yeah.
was that. So then they called the CPS. CPS came out and they said, well, there's nothing here. I said, well, since there's nothing here, why don't you give me some paperwork to show that there's nothing here because y'all had no problem opening the case? Let me see something that closes it. Then everybody want to get quiet, right? So this was the beginning of this nonsense and so forth. So let me see. I also want to read. You said obviously I was assuming. Stop gaslighting. I won't argue with you. Oh, okay, that must be somebody else. Okay, so that's bottom of a barrel metaphor. You was being a barrel. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm trying to now, if y'all want me to read something, because I don't want to, I obviously I'm trying to listen, talk. I'm still new to this whole thing, and I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to look, what I'm supposed to do. But I definitely want to give anybody an opportunity to say what you want to say, because I'm not no person who's gonna ever delete a comment, and I'm always gonna address it, whatever it is, and that's just how that go. All right. That being said, figure you can roll that beautiful bean footage.
Also, if you hear any weird noises in the background, my cat is in heat.
Of course,
My
your cat always in here. That's the friskiest cat.
They work at Popeyes. I did a video on that on my channel. I will. I did that. I'm not going to promote it here. If you found it, you know it. You can see it. It was as proud as I've ever been of myself. I picked up trash. Shout out to Shanice Green who hired me. I made $12 an hour picking up trash at Popeyes. Shout out to the people that work these fast food jobs and they keep this country going. People are not better than them, and so I want to thank them. I learned a lot about myself doing it. It was it was challenging. I pushed myself because I had to figure out a way to keep milk in my daughter's stomach and keep her out the system. So to these people who have a problem with that, you know what you can do and you know where you can go. I've never run or ran from my past, who I am. I'm a man, I stand tall about it all. Money never made me, it never broke me, and I don't give a blank what these silly people in your comments say. These silly hood rat broads with these tattoos on their neck, you don't qualify. I don't care about your BBL. Yeah, I don't like that neither. You for recreational use, baby. And for you sucker black men who wear tight chains, you should be, if you're gonna wear a gold chain, lame, it should be at least 26 inches. For real.
Hey, figure, hit the
I wear gold.
ball. First of all, I want to say that's me going on. That's me going on one of my rants. Y'all will see me do that if you notice how everything is cool. Then all of a sudden it builds, and you know what I mean. So you'll get something like that. You'll get that. You'll get that. From me. I want to add. The brother asked me, "Was I a Hebrew Israelite?" I believe that was for me. Good evening to you, black man. No, I'm not a Hebrew Israelite. Shout out to OK Lounge with Gwen Michelle. No, I am not. If you're a brother or a sister, I'm not quite sure. But Gwen Michelle, so I would assume that's a Hebrew Israelite sister. Shout out to you. No, I am not.
Make sure you click the like button and share the video, guys, so other people can, hear the truth and his real opinions.
To you suckers who wear bonnets, to you suckers who go outside in Crocs, to you black men who text the letter K,
Yeah, I hate that.
you coward and you weak and you don't have the ability to stand like I stand in the face of fire.
Okay, let me.
You can
Okay.
do what I do.
All right, now let me just jump in, awesome, because I wanna give you a chance to talk, and you'll give me the same respect. I think you did a really good job of that in our first video.
Yes, ma'am.
Now a couple of things. Now
Okay.
you are very boisterous, and you have a lot of things to say, but not saying that. Listen, life happens to all of us, and you could be in a high rise one day and be in a shelter the next day, and that's fair. So no judgment of where you are in life and trying to become a better man. But you are doing a lot of judgment to people when at this moment you don't even have a foundation. You don't even have a home.
Pause that. Stop it.
One would say this is a moment in life.
Let her
where
finish.
No, no,
dating
no.
should be
Please stop it,
focused
baby.
because you're
Thank you. I need you to stop. Thank you. We're gonna, but I have to get it while I get it. I want to say when she said that I didn't have a foundation, but I wanted to give her an opportunity to finish. A man's foundation always and should be his principles. No matter his circumstances, his principles should be intact. So what does he believe in no matter what? Because life, see, here's the thing that I didn't particularly like about that comment, and that's okay. Like what people say is that like your circumstance, you let your circumstance dictate you, but you say you don't let it dictate you. Well, which one is it? Because if you are somebody, then you should be able to be that somebody no matter the circumstances. If the circumstances define you, then that's truly not you. And so that's where I think the disconnect comes with me, myself personally, and not just with Kendra. I don't want to just single her out, but with anybody who does not agree with my sort of line of thinking. If you're a man and you have a set of principles, that's all you is required to be a friend of mine. I don't require you to be rich. I don't require you to be successful. I don't require you to be to have a degree or to be learned. I require you to be a man who I can stand back to back with and know he won't run. And that's me. Now, go ahead, Figgy. Thank you, baby.
Requesting a very classy, beautiful black woman who has no kids, yes, to come along and join you in this moment in life. Why would a woman that you describe sign up for a man that's in a shelter? I'm just being honest. And also, not even just a man that's in a shelter.
Can
We
you
we
see me,
understand
Figgy? I don't know if
our
you see me. Paul,
Yep.
okay. Because God's exquisite mercy said it, she had a great point here. Once again, she says, "Yeah, but you should be able to provide a stable home." You are correct, sister. You have to understand. I think a lot of times is you like I've always said people can't see past what's right in front of them, and I truly mean that. Now, today's circumstances are not tomorrow's circumstances, right? So I didn't say that I said I'm looking to get married and this is what I would like. This is my criteria. This is what I'm accepting. Okay. Now she can come in my life now or she can wait. But let me tell you the difference with waiting. Now the price is now yesterday's price ain't today's price, right? So that you see what I'm saying? Yeah, let me say that part. So now you didn't care about me then. You see what I'm saying? But now when you see me, what's that song? You wasn't with me you wasn't with me when I was shooting in the gym. You see what I mean? And so that right there is something that needs to be addressed as well. You know what I mean? Like I said, and if you see me, if you know the way, if you you would, because like I said, I've always got money. I've always won. I've always done these things. It's just a matter of understanding that it's a certain way I have to go about things now. And so therefore, in that regard, you would want to jump on, like, you know what? Yeah, that guy, this circumstance is gonna pass him. In 3 months, this guy, 6 months, Lord have mercy. You know what I mean? And so that would be my line of thinking. But once again, that's just me. Go ahead.
16 years, according to us, in jail. You have a child, a 9-month-old baby. We don't know all the ins and outs, but we know that a woman had a baby 9 months ago that is no longer taking care of the child, so that's a little crazy. There's just a lot of things questionable about you, and you are asking for an elite black woman to sign up. So why would she do that?
Yeah, I'm not asking anything. It's what's gonna happen. She probably already found me, and I'm very interested in one young lady. Shout out to you, baby. And so that's so
Macaroni.
that.
Macaroni.
I may have already found her. That's neither here nor there at this point. We'll see. The truth of the matter is this: because I'm a man, and because I'm not you, and I'm not them cornballs in your comments. So that's why
Pause
I'm
it,
a
Figgy.
man who has done things that most of these people.
Got a couple things I want, because like I said, I always want to, when they have certain things that I want to be fair, whether they trolling or whatever case might be. Okay, so God's exquisite queen said, but maybe Yahweh is humbling you now. Such could be, you could absolutely be true, right? You know what I'm
I
saying? I've been
agree with
humbled a lot,
that.
right?
I
You know what I'm
agree
saying?
with that.
But like I say, I've always, if you notice, you hear me say that all great men have gone through fire. No great man has gone through, is not going to be tested, right? And so that's just that, life is full of tests. How you overcome that, it's up to you. But how much time should we as women give a man to get the gym with balls to let me see, to get the gym with balls and a hoop? I think she said she gave me balls. Okay. Well, here's the thing. I guess, sister, that would be up to you. What I would say is this. I would be looking for certain characteristics if I were you. I would be looking for passion. I would be looking for desire. I would be looking for focus. I would be looking to see what's his habits. Does he get up early in the morning? Does he sleep in late? Does he work extra hours? Is he always trying to leave a job at quitting time? Does he does he does he does he drink? Does he smoke? How much does he drink? How much does he smoke? You know what I'm saying? Is he, you know what I mean? Here's the thing. A lot of guys talk about women's weight. brothers need to be a little bit, but brothers need to worry about their weight as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be, brothers need to, start, being more concerned, not overly so, but you should be concerned with, you know what I'm saying, your weight as well. So, is he sloppy? You know what I'm saying? Is he bummy? How does he dress? So that's what I'm saying. So all of those things matter as well. You know what I'm saying? So I think that would be something to give you an idea of, what I would be, what I would be looking for had I would be a woman. I would be wanting to see whether or not he possessed some core beliefs, and one of which is this, and one of the beliefs which is truly this, and people not gonna like this. This is gonna make y'all go crazy. I'm gonna tell my daughter this. It's his job to have a plan. It's your job to try to fuck it up. Let me say that again. It's his job to have a plan. Your job is to try to fuck it up. What do I mean by that? What are you talking about, Awesome? Let's say for a minute, she's at some point in time, I'm going to let my beautiful daughter out to date. And she calls Mike. And Mike, I would like for you to take me out for ice cream this week. I want to go. And Mike says, oh, okay, Gizmo, we can go wherever you want to go. But she knows that Mike has a test coming. She knows that Mike has practice. She knows that Mike had plans that he had previously. If Mike drops his plans for her, I'm telling her to drop him, because no man should ever put a woman before his purpose or his God. And that's that. So if you can't mess up his plans, that means he's a man of focus. And when you threaten him and you kicking and gnashing teeth and you're upset, he should be able to say, okay, well, you want to do that, you can go and do what you want to do. But he should be able to stand on his principles of I have something to do. Y'all don't like that because y'all don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some of y'all will agree about it. Stop with the pizza. Oh, that's a good one. Let me see. That's a good one. Stop with the pizza madness just because he was upfront and honest. Oh, okay. And said he's trying to keep food in his daughter's belly. Shout out to Oh, that's my. You know what? I like this, sister. Shout out to you specifically. She is a new subscriber to me. She came over and showed a lot of love. She took, sister. You are very special. You are one of our best and brightest. I can tell. Not just because you agree with me. I'm not really necessarily looking for people to agree with me, but the fact that you're not afraid to stand on what you mean, regardless of whether I agree with you or not. And what you standing up for me makes it ultra special. Shout out to you, black woman.
I have a
Kick it off.
question, Awesome.
Yes.
Because a lot of people are saying this in the comments, which
Okay.
I agree, and I'm curious. Why didn't you wait until, like, why go on a dating app
Yeah.
now when you're not situated?
That's
Like,
a great.
why not wait until you're situated?
You know what? That's a great question because the creator told me to, and what I wanted to do, what I wanted to show more than anything. I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? And I'm gonna let y'all in on something that's near to me. And I've told Figure this, but I'm gonna say it again. The self-esteem and masculinity of black men is is at an all-time low. I don't know if it's ever been lower. There's so many men that are so weak, and it's destroying our community. And because I said, you know what? Why would I wait when I don't have to? Why? I'm that guy no matter what. Let me show what being that guy really looks like. A man who does not let his circumstances dictate him and who's going to win regardless because he's already won. I want y'all to understand this battle is already won. I've already won. You just haven't necessarily seen the results yet. The score isn't necessarily up on the scoreboard yet because they haven't posted it. But I already won because I've already survived so many circumstances. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm not dead. I have a beautiful daughter and I'm going to find her a mother. I have options galore, but I'm still leaning towards a young lady right now. So what I'm telling y'all is This is the difference between men and women. And this difference between being a masculine man and them cowards that y'all hear with these talking points saying, oh, he's right message, wrong messenger. Man, you a fuck nigga, bro. Because if you were a real man, which you wouldn't worry about how something is wrapped. You would worry about getting the message. See, a lot of times in our community, everything is very spooky. Everything is y'all know I'm not lying. We're very mystical people. We believe in Illuminati and don't step on the crack and break your mama's back and the black cat and break a mirror and you get 7 years bad luck. These things hurt us. These things 100% hurt us when you have strong men who don't care about you throwing all that aside. Like, look here, I got a job. I'm that guy. Come here, baby. You can do that when you believe. And a lot of you brothers don't believe in yourself. So therefore, your women don't believe in you. And since you act like her, fuck nigga, she treats you like her. Nah, cut and tape that.
Um, can I just state my opinion?
Yes.
I I I honestly I think you should have waited. I think
Okay.
you should have waited. That's all that being said, and that's true and everything.
Yes.
And but and I like the boldness is real cool and everything,
Yes.
but it's I think this wiser thing would have been wait
Okay,
until you're
now
secure. But
I'm glad you said that. Okay, fine. And I don't care about your opinion in that regard. I've told you that, and I'm glad people in the chat had an opportunity to hear how she feels. In the end, it doesn't matter. This is what being a man and going your own way means. It it means not wavering in the face of adversity. It means not wavering even when other people don't agree with your decisions. That's what being a man is. It means standing no matter what. And that's what I will always do. See, I said this. One of the things about me that that I truly appreciate about myself in this regard is that I know exactly what I'm supposed to do. I don't have to. I'm like a machine on like I'm like when we power our phones on. We know the phone knows exactly what I have no a woman doesn't have to tell me anything. She doesn't have to come in and tell me this is oh my daddy did this or this is what a man should do here or this is you can't tell you don't have to coach me in this regard, right? So this is very very important that I get this out. If a man lets his circumstances define him, then he's not much of a man to begin with. And I'll tell you something else too. If I were to wait, let's just say for me, if I were to wait, I'm not. Listen, do you think that I'm going to have the same respect for the same woman that comes into my life then? Okay, but you here now because I'm up again. Because I've had women be with me when they was up. I know that women don't like me specifically. They only care about what I can do for them. That's the way life goes, right? It's not a bad thing, it's not a good thing. I understand the nature of women. Women wait at the finish line for the guys that have won the race, right?
I
That's
think that
okay.
I
Figgy, this
think
ain't
that
about listen, Figgy, stop. Let me just stop you. This ain't you're not gonna do this. This is my thing. You just do what I ask you to do, please. You're helping me. Hit the you know
well,
what I'm
I'm
saying?
helping you. I know,
Say it
but
again.
that's why you don't have to fight me, and I'm not here to fight you. I'm not
I
fighting you.
know,
We're
but
not going to go
but
back
this
and
is my
forth.
thing.
No, but hold on. We're not going to go back and forth. Yes, I'm here to help you. Yes, it is your thing. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you at all on live. But you don't have to be on a defense either, and you don't have to be. I'm not your assistant at the end of the day,
I'm
but
not. I'm
I'm
not.
assisting
I'm
you.
not
I'm
on the
assisting you.
defense. What I'm saying is, you came in, you interjected, you said that you didn't agree.
What?
I
Hold on.
rebutted. That's fine. You don't
You
have to
wanted me.
continue to go back.
We weren't even going to do this. You wanted me to like go back. Like it's okay, you know
You
what?
said you were just going
It's,
to play
it's
the
nothing.
video.
It's you know what? It's nothing. But I have an opinion, and I'm sure you value it sometimes. Yes, I think my opinions are not wayward. And here's the thing: I'm not. I'm just reiterating what people are saying in the comments, and I actually agree with it. And you're saying, oh, I don't care, and that's
Figure I
cool. You
already
don't have
agreed.
to care. You don't have no. But I'm saying like It doesn't matter. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. But you can't shut down my opinion. If I want to make a statement, you can't be like, "Well, this is my thing, and you're just here as a tool." I ain't your tool. But anyways, I respect you. Here we go. Oh,
Things could never be. Let me say.
What do you mean when you say you're not me, as in you're not a woman?
Yes, I'm not a woman. Let me listen. They said that I was lying. There were people. I'm gonna go through some things systematically. So just to go through some, let's go through some facts. Hold on.
Y'all get them likes up.
Wait there
Come
for
on
a
now.
second.
Come on, y'all. It's 30 of
Ain't
y'all
I
in
talking
here,
to the
man.
boy?
Y'all give me a couple more likes, man. Come on now.
oh, just 149.
Just go through some facts. Hold on. Oh my bad. I was looking for this. So they said that I heard in the comments that I didn't have a passport, and I was just lying.
Don't show your passport on a nationwide show.
Oh, don't worry about it. I ain't slow like that. There you go.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
These aren't the things that.
No, I want to, but can you allow me
Can
to
you
cook?
pause, please, Figgy?
Go ahead.
People.
Thank you. Not on well. I wish I was Miss Singleton for Miss Mary Singleton for everything that has been taken from our people. I wish I would get something for free. Yeah, that's for sure. But unfortunately, that's not the case. But yeah, go ahead, Figgy. I just wanted to let me see. I'll stay if you let Figgy talk. Well,
Drag,
hold on,
and I don't
hold
have
that
a
thought.
problem with that,
Hold that
right?
thought. Here's the problem. Okay. I didn't get an opportunity to really say everything that I wanted to say. Figgy and me had discussed this previously. This is my thing. Nobody's running me, and that's just about, I'm gonna do this thing my way. She and I discussed this previously. She made her point. Like I responded, and we have to move on. But we can't do is go back and forth. You whether you choose to stay, Miss Lofton, I would love to have you here because but if you decide to go, then I understand that as well. Go ahead, Figgy, please.
Smoke. My shoulder's been big my whole life. I I'm a man who don't allow nobody to tell me nothing. I have stood tall, and I'm gonna get what I want because I deemed it so. And so when people can't understand that, I know they can't understand that because they don't know what it is to stand in the face of adversity and to see things through and to come out on the other end. See, a lot of these people, we get caught up in groupthink. You know what I mean? Like groupthink is really
Okay,
is really
pause it, Figgy, for me, please.
if you can't see.
Thank you. Namaz Vaz 2012. This man doesn't have a growth mindset. He is set in his ways. This man is in love with himself. Loves to hear himself talk. Okay, that's okay. I think that's a fair question or not a fair statement to address. This man doesn't have a growth mindset. That's all I have is a growth mindset. I've always tried to push myself forward, and I've always tried to be a better man. That's something that has always been on my mind. Now, as far as my principles, he's setting his ways. I'm setting my principles. My core values are set. Yes, those I don't shake. I don't waver for anything. As new information comes in, if new information comes in, then I will be open to something. But I'm not going to change to appease the world. This man is in love with himself. Well, I do love myself. The creator, I love the creator more. You know what I'm saying? I love what he put in me because I love what I've been through. And he loves to hear himself talk. Probably that's a little bit true. So I hope, you know what I mean? I can give you a little bit of points on that. Figure, would you like to comment on that? Would you like to?
No,
Okay,
I'm okay.
go ahead.
Circumstance. It like I said, if I have to tell you, then I ain't for you. Because any woman who can literally see the way I move, the way I talk, the way I dress, you can see this guy is not. He's different, right? And
I got a
I'm going
question,
to tell you
Figgy. I got to get to
something.
this. Thank you.
Mhm.
Chemistry. What is your plans to get you and your daughter out of the shelter? Can her grandparents help you care for her? That's a great question, Chemistry. A lot of my plans are very secret, so I cannot go into them for several reasons. I just know that I'm definitely a man who knows a thing or two. And can her grandparents help her care for her? No, she does not have grandparents that can help care for her. I explained what happened with my parents previously, and her grandparents are let's just say that let's just say she doesn't have any grandparents. So go ahead, Vicky. Thank you.
Black women are the only women that let their best men go to other races of women.
But okay, no, I do want to honor you to speak, but this is something I wanted to respond to earlier because you said earlier about black women don't like black men. Here's the deal. As a black woman, that's not. Hold on. So I'm gonna let you continue. Kendra. Say again.
I said respect.
Oh, respect. Okay.
Yes.
Well, right now you're about to say we let black men go. Here's the deal. Black women don't want to feel like they're working for a slave master.
Okay.
And what happens is a lot of men, you guys come in with a dictatorship that women just can't get with. And if a woman is not necessarily,
Pause that,
relying on you
Figgy,
for your
please. I want to address that as far as a dictatorship. I don't see myself as a dictator. I do not, and I will not. I do know that it's my job to bring structure, period, and I'm going to do that. And any man who does not do that, then he's derelict in his duties. Okay. Now, are there times that you need your woman to be the wisdom and balance? Absolutely, because that's what she's there for. The two. That's why the two are so great together. That's why I want a black woman specifically, because our black woman only a black woman can speak life into me. I know that, even if they don't like me specifically, well, not all of them obviously, but even if, that doesn't, that even if those are the ones who have hated me so much, since I've tried to, be a father to my daughter. Yes, structure to adults, absolutely, Miss Candid, because that's my job. And if you don't like that, then that's okay, but you have to get with the man. But when things break down, when there's problems that are arising, you need someone to be able to hold the line. You need somebody who can step up, and who's not going to fold on you. And if your man is not that type of a guy, then you need to question who you are with, respectfully. The Gizmo is asleep. I'm hearing people ask about her. The Gizmo is asleep. The goon need a black mammy to take care of his his preference, baby. Okay, Miss Singleton, you be good. And listen, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not one of them guys who about to, be blocking you, or you know what I'm saying, or say whatever you want to say, baby. I'm glad you here, and you know what I'm saying. I do appreciate you speaking your opinion. Once again, I'm not one of them people who need everybody to agree with me. I'm not looking for agreement. I'm not looking for people I'm looking for groupthink. I'm my own man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm cut, right? That's how I'm cut. The majority of people in this world, and it really truly makes sense. They Because the creator made us, because we're social creatures. But what happened is, with me, I did so much time in the hole, it transformed me, right? So I'm really a man who can really truly be by himself. I'm okay in those spaces. I'm not going to panic. I don't break. So there's that for me. There are some very ignorant, miserable, uneducated, unhappy individuals in this. Well, we're gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? That's life. You know what I'm saying? But in the end, the goal is to be able to bring masculinity back, and to black men, and have our women in love with their men, and so proud that their men are standing on there holding that line. There it is. Please, Figgy, go ahead, kick it.
no reason for her to feel like she now has a slave master. So I don't think it's fair to say that black women don't respect black men. I think black men at times. Now, and this is not an overall, because there's plenty of black men who respect black women, and there's also plenty of black women that respect black men. But I feel as though there are times when black men don't respect black women. Something
Pause
you
that,
said
Figgy.
in the last video that I totally.
Thank you. He's looking CBP 1012. He's looking for one, just one that will fall for the okie doke. One woman with clown written over her forehead. Okay, what? Okay, I'm not asking anyone to provide anything for me financially. So what is the issue in that regard? Like, what am I? What's the okie doke that I'm trying to? I didn't ask for her to be financially well off. I didn't ask for her. I'm not looking for a sugar mama. So I didn't. So that's okay if you believe that. Just stand on it and tell me, give me facts and not just your feelings behind it. And I'll recognize you. Go ahead, Biggie, please.
During the interview when you said, there was no pretty black women in West Virginia.
Yes.
Therefore, you have a woman, a baby by a white woman, but now you want a black woman to raise this child. That was disrespectful to black women by just saying that in the whole state there was no beautiful black women, so you had to procreate with a white woman, and now you want a black woman to raise your child. How are you respecting black women with that statement?
Kendra, even though I let me say this. How can I say this? I gotta remember. So I got her right here. Okay, because she's woke. Okay, here's the thing. I adore no matter how many black women don't like me for whatever reason. I still adore them. I don't. I've always seen myself being with a black woman. I could have any race of women I want. That's not the issue. But I specifically prefer my own people. That's just simple as that. Now, I I could be like other men who think that other women of race or of another race are better. However, I don't. I specifically prefer my own. And if that's a bad thing, I guess I can take that. But I'll accept that graciously, knowing that I don't see it that way.
Stop,
I
And that's
stop
feel
what
that,
you
Biggie,
said.
please.
That's really what you said.
I got a good one here. This is R. It's the fact that you're looking for a woman. It's the fact that you're looking for a woman in your current circumstance. God wants us to be in our highest and best selves. He didn't tell you. He didn't tell you to do this, sir. Well, I would disagree. And last time I checked, I'm not a Christian, but I remember Jesus coming. I remember Jesus being poor. It here's the thing, right? It's funny how we pick and choose the things that benefit us versus the things that don't. And I guess that's okay, if we have selective memory or selective amnesia, because we can do that. You know what I mean? But I'll tell you this. I and once again, this isn't really truly about me trying to find a woman in 100% totality, right? There's a deeper meaning behind this. I really want to show my people, black men, and listen, I know I can't help a lot of you niggas, man, because a lot of you niggas is just weak. A lot, like I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. Like a lot of y'all have been beat down so much, and you have such low self-esteem, and you have put so much pride into accolades and things that you think those things are what truly matter. But in the end, I've had them, dog. I've had them. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm happier now than I ever was then because I'm proving that I can't be broken. So if you don't understand that, I get it, right? I get it. I don't knock you for not understanding, but that's what it is for the kid, dog. Go ahead, Figgy.
Wait, I'm sorry.
You said when you were in West Virginia,
There were very few. Yes, there were very few, if any. You know what I'm saying? Especially, bottom line is my daughter's here. I'm not trying to push my daughter. I'm glad she's here. And I love my daughter and I wouldn't change anything about her, not even her mother, because it meant to be, it was what it was. It is what a
Y'all get
man
them
makes.
likes up, man. Come on now.
So
I know y'all.
me,
Hey, I know you don't
most
like.
people,
I know you don't like me. Certain of you ladies. I appreciate you. Figure I know certain of you ladies might not, but you can at least shout me out. Like you can at least hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Like come on now. Y'all get them likes up, man. Show me a little love. I'm giving you respect, right? I'm answering your questions. I'm not ignoring you. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't, I'm still going to recognize your question just because you don't agree with me. I'm not picking and choosing. You have to at least respect that. Like that. Respect that. Go ahead, Figgy.
I didn't fold. And so that's the bottom line here. So I could come up. I said previously that the sister asked me a question. I said, yeah, I threw my Johnson on the table and I was doing too much, and I owned it. But what I'm not gonna do is continue to qualify what people think, their silly petty opinions, because they feel like here's the thing, and I didn't get a chance to finish this earlier. There was a guy on the Pop the Balloon show one time, Kendra, and he was a young black man, and he was going to be an aerospace engineer, and I would never forget him. And he was an aerospace engineer. He also had a half part business in a startup company. Black women popped on him because of his outfit. Kendra, his outfit. Now that same man, when he's rich in 15 years, black women will say, "Where is your sister?"
I want to pause
You
this.
see the
Pause this.
hypocrisy in
Figgy.
the
I listen. I know that this world is full of stupid people. I do, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it is. So me, no matter how many times I reiterate this, it won't register. But for the sake of argument, you know what I mean, and I'll do it again. And shout out to guys exquisite. I never said I was looking for help with my daughter. I never once said that. I never once said I was looking for any financial help. I never once said that. We don't want for nothing besides our own roof, right? And like I said, once again, there's things I just cannot get into, and I won't, right? Because once again, I have things that are going on that you people just don't know about. You don't need to know all of my plans. However, like I said, when the woman, the women, the people that know, if you know, you know. Like, and most of y'all don't know because you just can't. You've heard me say this previously, and I'm gonna say it again. You can't. You just can't see past what's right in front of you. So and there it is. Roll that
Can't
beautiful
see
bean for this
past,
figgy.
can't see past your own nose. That's what
No,
we say in the
they can't, baby,
Caribbean.
and that's.
And that's why it's all silly to me. And that's why I have no respect. You can't take these people seriously. I don't take the comments seriously. I want to shout out the black men and the
Hold
black
on,
people
can I
that
go ahead and
reached
jump
out.
in? Because I do want to
Okay.
dialogue, but you got to let me respond to some things.
Yes,
Now,
I apologize because I got to get a lot of stuff out.
okay, you can after I say what I got to say.
Okay.
For what you just said, respectfully so, I agree with that guy being prejudged by women. I didn't watch this episode, so I'm just taking your words
Yes.
for it. But if what you are saying is true about that episode,
I never lied.
agree with it. But now I want to say you are not that man. You guys do not have the same resume. You are a man that has two baby mamas that you did not marry. You were once in the
Yes.
street. You did at least 16 years in prison.
Yes.
Why do you feel as though you're one of our elite black men with the resume that you currently have? Why would you deem yourself to be in the category of the guy you just described? Y'all not equal.
Great question. I think that brother's great. I think that young brother is great, and I wish him all the success and the prosperity in the world. I want to say something, Kendra. I never once called myself a high value man. I never once. I don't subscribe to any titles other than being a man.
Pause that,
Period.
Kendra.
End of story.
I
So
said,
I
Kendra, excuse me, Figgy. I, yeah, here's the thing about that. What she tried to do was get me to take the bait there. Kendra tried it, as the young folks say. She tried to get me to take the bait and tried to put me against another black man. I had no interest in that. I think that young brother was great. You know what I mean? And I wish that young brother the best. And I want to see him go out and win, because here's the thing. I know what's going to happen. He's going to live, and and we all seen Pop the Balloon. Shout out to Arletta Mooley. I'll shout her out. You know what I'm saying? In any podcast that's the only Pop the Balloon show that I truly watch. I think it's very classy. I like the production, and as long as they keep it all black people, you know what I'm saying, and don't, you know what I mean. I don't know what Netflix. I heard they just signed a Netflix deal. I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but I 100% support everything that they've done. Shout out to BM. I like everything they got going on over there. You know what I'm saying? 100%, you know what I'm saying? Top notch as far as, content. I look forward to my Wednesdays. I didn't see it today, but that's something I look forward to on my Wednesdays when it pops up on me, okay? And so when I saw that, it really, I said, wow. I said, this go to show these bitches don't have no home training. You see what I'm saying? Because how could you literally pass on a black man who is this accomplished, this young? I think the brother was maybe 28 or 29 or something like that. Like, like this young man is going places. This young brother is going places. And you could see it in him. and they popped on him for fickle reasons. This is why I laugh at the stupid people, and when the issues and life befalls them, because they too stupid to recognize what's right in front of them. Uh-oh, y'all might get a chance to see her. Y'all just might get a chance to see her.
You're waking
Uh-oh.
her up. Honey, she woke up.
No, she was going. No, Gizmo don't. No, no. It's about that time for her to probably get another bottle anyway. But here's my point, y'all. Like the fact that this young man is absolutely super successful, and I don't have no issues with the young brother being successful. You know what I'm saying? Like that does his another man's success or failure is not it's not a it's not a prerequisite for what's going to happen to me. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. He's him. I'm me. We're different men. We come from different backgrounds. He's a successful man in his own right. And absolutely, I am. Because there's very few men that can experience what I experienced, go through what I've been through, and still stand in the face of adversity. Kick that thing.
It's so funny.
Care about titles. None of that matters to me. I know when you step to me, I know what it is. And if you don't, you'll learn. And I know that the woman that's with me, I protect, I care for. I'm not only a fool is provoked by insolent speech. A wise man laugheth in scorn. So that's why these comments, these people, these silly people in these chats don't move me. I respect the people that did reach out to me, the people that reached out on me on Facebook. Shout out to those people. And just it's just to send a kind word. But I'm a man who can take the fire because I've always been in
Right.
the fire.
Pause,
And I'm
pause,
saying
pause,
what I
pause,
want.
Biggie, please. Got some good got some good statements. One, are you in your 20s? You know I'm not. I'm 44. She wasn't comparing you. You initiated the comparisons. Yes, but I wasn't doing it in the for the context of comparing myself to the brother. I was doing it in the context of comparing the mindset of some people, right? And because there's a lot of black women that get it. So there's that. That's what I meant. I wasn't. I'm not ever trying to compare myself. Kendra, that's what she said. You're not him. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. So I mean, it's okay. It's not a huge thing. But like I said, I'll never take bait like that. You know what I mean? I'm never going to, and regardless of what happens or what anybody says about me, I'm not going to be making reaction videos to what guys say and this. That. I'm not going to spend my time responding to a bunch of people that don't matter. I just really won't. I have a plan. I have a purpose. My purpose is to help uplift the masculinity and self-esteem of black men. And you know what I'm saying. And that's number two on my list. You know what I'm saying. Raising my daughter, and that's what that is. And when my wife comes, she priority number one. And there you go. Say hi, Gizzy.
And I'm
Hi,
going
baby.
to, and whether anybody likes it or dislikes it, and that's something that they'll have to deal with. But that would be my response to that.
Okay, because I wanted you to finish this. The reason I said that is you were going on a line of saying black women let their best black men go to other races.
Yes. Oh,
So,
yes. Oh,
okay,
got you.
Okay, yeah. So that's what you said. So do you consider
Yes.
yourself to be one of our top black men?
I'm a great black man.
That
I'm
part.
a great
So,
black man.
so are
Now
you
that's
saying?
true.
Because because what happens is with most people, Kendra, you can't see past what's right in front of you. See, this is the problem with most of these people. They fickle and stupid. They don't have
Biggie.
certain things. They see some pseudo masculine guy with moissanite diamonds and they think he's rich. You see some guy walking around, you know what I mean, in penny loafers.
Is everything okay? Because my phone did something funny.
Yes. Is everybody chat okay?
Yeah, you can hear it.
Everybody still here?
Do you guys want me to put the call-in number now so you can call in and
That's a good
interrupt?
idea. That's a good idea, Figgy. Put the call in number
Or,
up so because I'm
or do you
sure we
want to
have
wait
some
till
ladies who
tomorrow?
want to speak to me directly, and we'll give them an opportunity to not just chat or whatever the case might be. They can actually speak. There might be ladies. Keep in mind that my daughter just woke up, so we're going to keep things PG-13. Okay, so I would ask for that. So, don't come in too hot. We don't have to call names. We don't have to. We can have a dialogue, even if you don't like me or don't agree with me. Okay, I'm man enough to come on here and speak with you. The least you can do is respect. You know what I'm saying? When I'm, respect my position. as well, even if you don't like me. Okay, so I
Now,
appreciate that.
do you know how to pin a comment?
No, I do
Can
not.
I don't know either. Can somebody explain it if anyone knows how to
I
pin
do
that?
not. I do
But
not.
you're the only one who can pin, or can't. No, I can't pin it.
What
You're the only
comment am
one.
I trying to pin? What would I be trying to pin?
I just put it. It's not showing up.
Okay.
It's not showing up in the comment. I just put it in there.
Okay. This
I
is
don't
the
know. I don't understand.
here.
Did I do something? Did I mess this up? I just.
Somebody said, Miss Vicky's lost. Vicky, she don't like me, but she like you, Gizmo. She can't stand Vicky. I don't think you can't stand me, can't even.
You guys can't.
She like Gizmo.
My comment didn't add. This is so crazy.
Yeah,
Hold
I
on.
get that. I get that a lot, Vicky. I'm be honest. There's a lot of people that don't like me. What they do, Vicky, they'll be like, they'll be like, uh, they'll be like, hi, they'll be talking to me, hey, how you doing? But they looking at her all along. You know what I'm saying? So, it's one of those type of things. But I don't mind, what I mean? It's okay. Like I'm a very, very I'm just a man's man. So uh I grew up on certain movies. I'll tell y'all that, and I think this is probably why a lot of these guys today are so I grew up watching those old cowboy movies. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was in prison, I used to watch The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, A Fistful of Dollars, and For a Few Dollars More, and The Outlaw Josie Wales, and you know what I'm saying, The Man with No Name. Those movies a lot of times really shaped me. You know what I mean? And, John J. Rambo, and you know what I'm saying, men, who stood The Predator, which is probably my favorite, you know what I'm saying, a movie of all time. But The Godfather's number one. But The Predator is there, and Seven with Kevin Spacey. Purple Rain, you know what I'm saying? Purple Rain, so probably my top four. Shout out to y'all. Tell me y'all favorite movies in the chat. You know what I'm saying? See if y'all got any great movies. Y'all ain't
I
got
might
nothing
have
to
to.
much
I
say.
might have to tap out and come
Okay.
back in 'cause for some
Okay, do
reason.
whatever you need to do, Figgy. Do whatever you need to do.
But do you know how to add me back? Do you?
I do not
I'm
know how
kind of
to add
afraid
you
to do
back.
that just in case. But
Well,
let me.
listen, Figgy, don't worry about it. If you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, we knew this thing was gonna be ghetto, from jump. We were
Okay,
already 20
but
minutes late.
just in case, if somebody can write this in the chat, because for some reason I can't chat anymore. The number is 1770. Well, 770 area code 988-7557.
Say that again,
So
Figgy, please.
yeah, 770-988-7557. Just write that in the chat if you can
Okay.
kind of. I don't know if you can pin it, but if you
Okay.
can just keep writing it in the chat. If
Yeah.
somebody needs that number, the number again is 770-988
Vicky.
7557.
Vicky love shout out to Vicky. Vicky say Vicky love the kids. Hey, Vicky can't stand my black ass, but she like to listen. And Vicky, that's okay. Like I want you to know, you say I can't get with the goons mindset, but I wish him well. Listen, that's a lot. That's at least lukewarm, and I appreciate that. I just want you to know that I'm not for everyone, but I will tell you this. What I will say this is for sure. Let's just say, I'm gonna pose a question to you, Vicky, and I want you to specifically answer this, okay? Now, don't duck me now. If you had a man who had my mindset, right? He he don't have to be me, just my mindset, 100% through and through. We agreed all the way down the line. Or you had a guy who was weak, passive, you couldn't count on him, and he was not capable. Now you can pick one of the other. You cannot have both. You cannot. Oh, I want some type of amalgam. What's the word I'm looking for? Amalgamatum. I can't remember I'm saying it correctly, but
You got
I used to know that word, but I don't. My vocabulary
it.
escapes me. I tried to show out, and it it didn't work. But that being said, you can have either one. Which one would you take? Okay. Which one would you take? Which man would you take? You can have either one. Just be ask yourself and just say which one you take. Now, as far as Melly, what did I go to prison for? Great question, Melly. I went to prison initially for assault with intent to rob, conspiracy with intent to rob while armed, guns, and you know what I'm saying. And that was kind of that. And then I went for bank robbery. I've been for a shooting. I've been for drug trafficking. I've been charged with a plethora of other crimes, none against women and children. So that would be what is it? Amalgam. Say it again. What is it? Jazzy K?
Not
Algorithm.
algorithm.
No, amalgamation.
No,
Thank you. No, Kimberly B
amalgamation.
got it. Shout out to Kimberly B. Shout out to Kimberly B. What is you talking about, Jazzy K? Algorithm. Ain't no damn algorithm. You dumber than me. So yeah, amalgamation. Thank you, Kimberly B. Thank you. I won't thank you. Thank you very much. So yeah, that is it. And so, so those were, and then I come up around very, very hard men. I come up around very, very, I mean, they drop you into the wolves den as a pup. And they say swim or get eaten. I mean, I said lie. I said wolf's den and swim. That don't whatever. Y'all know the point. And so that was that those were the men that I grew up around. I grew up around some of the most dangerous men on planet Earth. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys did not play. And I'll tell you something else too. Let me shout out my short, but I'm 6'1", by the way. I'm gonna tell you, sister, something. For you brothers, sisters that's ducking and don't like um um, um, short guys, the most dangerous man I ever met was 5'6". Swear to God. Call him Beast. 6'6". Dwayne Harris. He about maybe 75 now. He just got out. He was it. He was the gold standard. You know what I'm saying? Now there were a lot of guys. You know what I'm saying? He said no assault. Thank you, Jazzy K. Lord, because you know they're gonna run with it. Lord have mercy. And so yeah, oh my God, she's your twin. Yes, she is, Jazzy K. I love my daughter very much. And you said assault against women. Melly, come on. Now, you see Melly, now you know doggone well I did
Oh
not say that.
yeah, everybody in that video, they were like when you were saying that you are what did you say again? That you are disciplined, you discipline or
Yes,
something
oh
like
man of physical
but
discipline.
but
Yes.
yeah, but they were thinking no, it wasn't discipline. You said another word and everyone thought you were an abuser or you beat women, but
Yes.
or you're hard on. But you were talking about yourself and how
Thank you,
hard you
Melly.
go in the gym, how hard you work out, how
Yes.
hard you are on your standards, stuff like that. People
Yes.
kept
Thank you,
twisting.
thank you, thank you, Figgy, and shout out to Melly. Thank you, Melly, for my bad. A lot of people, they got a problem, being wrong. So thank you very much. And here's the thing, right? And when you grow, when you've been in places that I've been, it's going to shape you. And these things stay with the man. Okay, so and I know there's some of y'all that think I'm institutional. Some of y'all that think I'm crazy. I want y'all to know I don't take any drugs. I don't
Yeah,
drink. Don't
yeah,
smoke. Okay,
yeah,
so I want to throw that out there. Okay,
yeah,
so I don't take crazy pills. I don't take psych meds.
yeah.
I've never have. You know what I mean? And so I've dealt with everything internally. And I'm gonna get to that trauma thing too, because a lot of that got a lot of feedback as far as my thoughts on that as well. But I'll get to that, in a little bit. My whole point is I'm not institutionalized. I'm a black man in America who's upset. You know what I mean? And when I say upset, I'm cold to it. There's like a coldness to me that it's like an icy chill. You know what I mean? And because I've seen so much and I know the dangers that are out here. Okay. So I'm very serious about these things, and these things matter. And whether people like it or not, well, I'm the guy who you want when things are going bad. You like me until you need me. Now let me see. Did Miss Mary Singleton answer my question? Mary, did you answer my question? Did she figure? Do we know if we had confirmation on Miss Singleton and whether or not she'd pick a guy with my mindset or not? No, don't be laughing now, sister. What's
I
happening?
didn't, I didn't check it.
No, ha ha hell. I want to know your answer, ma'am, because I think you owe me an answer. You know what I mean? Like, look at you, Gizzy.
Oh,
There's the Gizzy.
if you put her in the crib with, oh no, she's still up a bit.
Yeah,
She's still
she's
awake.
still yes. You
She's
don't
still
trust. Oh, okay. I don't know. She's done. You don't know. You see, you don't need to deal with things internally. You just don't trust. Is that for me, Jessica? You don't need to deal with things internally. you just don't trust. I need to. Well, here's the thing, right? Men have to be stoic. You see, this is how this is what men have always been. I want y'all to understand something. I'm not a new man. I'm a throwback man. I'm not a new man. I am a chip off the men from yesteryear. You know
Mm.
what I mean? And I might be a bit of a barbarian. I'm a huge Attila the Hun. He might be my favorite. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if you all know he was the North. He was the great Carthaginian warrior. You know what I'm saying? The general of a North African, and he took the fight to Europe like you would have never seen. And if his people would have backed him up and sent him the troops that he needed, he would have beaten them. The only reason they beat him because they duped him. They came back and destroyed his homeland. He came back to help them defend it. That's how he was defeated. He should have kept pushing it to them, and the world we looking at would not be the same. But I learned a lot from him in that regard. So a man should always trying to learn. Thank you, Mary Singleton. Hannibal. My apologies. Who did I say? Who did I say? Attila. Who did I say?
Attila. No, you didn't say Attila.
I didn't
Yeah,
say
you
Attila.
did. Attila the Hun.
Did I say
Yeah.
Attila?
Yeah,
Hannibal.
you did.
Hannibal's my favorite. Yes, yes. Thank you, Miss Singleton. Thank you. Yes, the Mongol.
Hannibal.
Yes, great Mongolian North. No, 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 no. Wait a minute. I know he. No,
He got a call. Do you guys want me to give you the number? Are you guys gonna call
yes.
in?
Are y'all calling there or what? Listen, put the number up anyway. I'm smarter than
I'm
you.
trying to.
Oh, ha
It won't let me.
ha
It
ha.
won't let me.
You got that off. Hey, listen, you got that off. I just couldn't. I've studied so many of these guys, Miss Singleton. I've studied so many of these guys. I will cook you. Don't never try to come for me with this. I tell you what, since you're so smarter than me, get your tail on this line and talk that talk. And you never once told me whether or not you pick a guy with my mindset versus one who's weaker. I just gotta know that because here's the thing: you can't have it all. None of us can. Oh, G roll Mo. What's up, baby? Okay. Hannibal Barca of Carthage. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I definitely
nice.
know he was a Carthaginian for sure. I definitely know that he was a North African.
We got
Absolutely.
some smart cookies in here. Listen,
He's
so the number is oh, let me give you that number again. I can't write it in the chat. It blocked me. 770-988-7557. Can anyone else write that in the chat?
okay. Okay.
Maybe it's
And
just
hold on, figure. Okay, because I heard because R said something. Mindset without results means nothing. I think there's truth to that. However, I wouldn't say that wholeheartedly because in the end, that's what you have to begin with. Before you have anything, you have a foundation, and so you have to believe it before. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Before it can be anything, it has to be something that was inside of you that sparked it. Okay, so that's why I say it doesn't. So now I definitely am a man who believes in results. And if you notice anything about me, I've been accountable with that. I've never ran from that. Okay, so I know y'all don't like me a whole lot, but you haven't heard me run from any responsibility here. Who was responsible? Um, you know what I mean? How she came about. I didn't pull that bullshit that them a lot of them bras pulled on Kendra G show. I just picked the wrong one and all that, selective amnesia bullshit. I didn't blame that girl. You know what I'm saying? She was who she was. And I'll tell you what, I'm glad my daughter's here, y'all, because I wouldn't be here. I'm telling y'all the real. I would not be here if she wasn't here. So I'll never run from that.
so the number, Celeste, if you could write it, because for some reason I keep writing it and it won't take. So the number is 770-988-7557. That's 770-988-7557. Do you want to continue with this video or?
Okay, that's R got a question. This is R got a statement. This isn't about liking you. There are people who genuinely want the best for you both, but this is a scam. What is the scam? What am I asking for?
He
Just I'm
hasn't even
just
asked. Yeah.
And that's okay. But I want to acknowledge what
Oh,
is the
someone's
scam when I.
calling. Someone's calling. Hold on,
Okay,
hold on.
okay. We got a
Answer
call.
the
Got my
call.
first call.
Okay, we got.
Okay. Now sound professional,
Hi.
Figgy. Sound
You,
professional.
you are.
Hey,
Hi. I'm not going to show your number.
how you doing?
I'm good. How are you? I think Awesome.
I'm good.
Can you hear her?
Yes, I can.
No, can you hear Awesome? Like, are you good?
I can hear him less than you, if that makes sense.
Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. Go ahead.
But I can hear him a little bit.
Hold on. All I gotta say this because Miss Barrett, she's trying to get at me. She's trying to come for me. The purple
So
polyester
I saw
blouse is
someone
giving
in the
scam
chat
all by
actually
itself.
mentioned.
Hold,
That's
hold on,
scam.
hold on. Awesome. Deal with
Yes.
the caller. Only the caller right now. You can
Okay.
go back to the chat. Okay,
Okay.
go
Yes,
ahead.
ma'am. Okay. Keep me on point. Yes, ma'am.
I saw, this is Cassandra. Hi, Austin. How you doing?
Hey, Cassandra. What's up, sister? How you doing? Thank you for calling.
Good.
I appreciate you.
Yeah. So I saw somebody in the chat actually bring up a point that I was concerned about as well. He
Okay.
asked if you were a Hebrew Israelite. Now, I didn't think you were a Hebrew Israelite,
Yes.
but in this, what my terms is my opinion, not saying it's yours, this
Okay.
systematic oppression. Where do you think that religion falls in place with that? Like, how do you feel about? I heard you say something too about like a supreme being, you know, the Almighty, the Creator.
Yes.
But I know a lot of times, you know, shelters too, they kind of force religion on you too, don't they?
Yes. Okay. I want to make sure I understand your question clearly. You want to know my position on religion and how it affects relationships? Is that what I'm?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Also,
yes.
does the shelter force religion on you in
Oh
there?
no, it's not
Yeah.
that. Like I said, in truth, Miss Cassandra, what they do is they really just provide. They really don't help with much. In truth, you know what I'm saying. It's really just a place where you can have temporary housing. You know what I'm saying until things come your way, and you know what I mean, and they break a certain way for you. I've been in the shelter, like I said, on two different occasions. Well, really one. Excuse me. This is the second one. Like I said, when I first got out. And like I say, but I had never been by myself. I was by myself previously, and so I just had to hurry up. I'm not a man who likes to ask people for things. You know what I mean? And so, but I want to say this: when you're dealing with religion, I don't like religion a lot in truth because it's so cloudy by man. Man's version of things have really because he's twisted things for his own purpose, right? And so I like to subscribe to my own ideology and like to subscribe to the truth. I'm not so that I don't particularly have a religion per se, but I am spiritual. If you notice, matter of fact, is let me see if I can put Gizmo down for a second because I think she's cooked. She's cooked. Oh, Gizzy cooked. There are books that I study specifically. One is my Bible. This is another good one. This is some books y'all can get. This is Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. This is a good one. I lost this one recently, so I'm probably on page 241. I probably got about that much left. This is More Science Temple. Figgy knows that I like the teachings of of the More Science Temple. This book,
I
y'all, was
also go to
actually in the.
temple.
Say it again.
I also am involved in the temple.
I know you are. Yes, indeed. This book, y'all, was with me in the whole. This book has spent a lot of time with me. This book means a lot to me. I love this one. This is another one that I like. Message to the Black Man. I just recently got this, and this is my Bible. This is my go-to. This is it, right? And so this is the Prince Machiavelli. So I like to try to get a lot. I think, and I've mentioned this previously, that a man cannot be a man unless he reads. Cassandra, I don't have any use for a man who's telling me what he feels. I can entertain that from women because a lot of times, I'm just not to be rude to any of the sisters in here, but women tend to be silly. They can say silly things, and that's okay. When a man starts saying silly things, you have no use for a man who says silly things. So I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, it answers my question and also helps answer other questions that you are
so somewhat self-educated, and you're not just rambling off of your feelings in a sense.
Yes,
People are trying
100%.
to say in the comments.
Yeah, yeah, 100%, Cassandra.
So
I don't, Cassandra. I'm a very, very. I think that one of the things that you would hear me say, this is how you know I'm not a man who deals in his feelings. I said my father shouldn't have picked my mother. I said that. That came out of my mouth, my own mother. Not that she was a bad woman. It was a bad bet for him. That's all. It was and so when you can say something like that, that's because you rise into the thinking of well, I've tried to reach as high as I could to God's mindset. What does he think? And if we notice, God is not emotional. He gives with one hand and he takes with the other. You don't tell God when it's time to go. He tell you. He claim life in the crib, in the womb. We know this, right? And so I love my daughter immensely, but I know at any point in time she can be taken from me just like that. So I'm not overly emotional about things. And so, that helps keep me grounded. I don't begrudge women for being that because y'all are emotional counterparts. That's why I can entertain a lot of things, a lot of things from women in terms of like coming here trolling me and stuff like that. That's okay. But when men do it, you look unmasculine. You look like a man who who cannot control himself. And a man that is inconsistent has no peace, and nor can he be at ease with whom he concerns himself with. And that's very important.
yeah, and by you saying that, people receive that comment as you hating your mother,
Yes.
but I, I, and I guess I could say I actually agree with you because recognizing someone's mistakes doesn't necessarily mean that you hate anybody. It just means that you recognize their failures, and the job is to be better than your parents. But at the
Yes.
same time, you got a little bit of got you can get a little backlash, rightfully, because you got two children by women
Yes.
that you were married.
Yes. And listen, one thing about it, I accept it all. It's fair. I didn't pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? What I would tell, there's certain things that I just will not speak on. But however, there's certain things that I can speak on, and I'll speak on them. I want to say this because first of all, I like that call. I appreciate you, Cassandra, but I want to address a couple things because I also want to address certain things that people in the chat are saying to get them opportunity to get their point across to be highlighted. The baby was crying, and you gave her a water bottle because the interview was more important. I've always taken care of my daughter, and I always will. So that's my response to that. The baby wanted peace and quiet to sleep. Babies need uninterrupted sleep. Okay, I didn't know that. You never told me that. No, nobody ever told me that. I didn't know what baby needed. My daughter, I take very good care of my daughter. And see now, Miss Singleton, she back on my head. He sounds real spicy in his lavender blouse. I thought you would like this. You don't like this, Miss Singleton? I thought that looked pretty good. Miss Cassandra, what you think about this lavender? What do you think? I got you on the phone. What do you think? You approve?
Sandra, you still there, love?
Yeah, some of it was kind of hard to hear
Oh,
um,
okay. Can you answer?
on my end of the phone. That's all.
Miss Cassandra,
I
is it
heard
Cassandra or
I heard
Sandra?
you take care of your daughter very well, but some of it, and I think you're like moving around
He
a
just
bit.
wants you to give him compliments. He's wondering if you like the lavender shirt.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I can accept your opinion. You can accept
Okay,
it.
well, thank you because I'm getting hell from Miss Singleton in the chat. She said he sounds real spicy, and that's I don't mind that, and that's
But you have to,
always.
but don't you have the right to be what you want? Like, isn't that what America is built on? The freedom to be who you want, when you want, how you want to be it.
No,
I
no,
don't think
America's not. No, America's built on rape, theft, famine, murder, and slavery and genocide. That's what America's built on. That America's not built on, you know what I'm saying? What you just no. What I said is the very foundation of this country. But I don't have a problem with anybody being who they are. I just thought I liked this shirt. Miss Singleton is coming for me. She don't like my shirt, so that's just funny. A felon in his church suit saying he's anything higher than a 3 is delusional. You think I'm a 3? Dang, that low? Okay, well, that's all right. And
Do
this,
you have any other questions,
Yeah.
Cassandra?
No, I don't have any questions. I support you, brother.
I appreciate you. I know you do. And thank you very much for calling in. You're my first call. I'll never forget it. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Mm-hmm.
always appreciative of anybody who support me. And I'm appreciative of people that don't. You know what I mean? I accept it all. I embrace it all. I don't pick and choose. The creator told me that, you know what I mean, that you take the bitter with the sweet. You know what I mean? And there you have it. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah, you have a wonderful attitude, Cassandra. This was a great call. Our first call, that was really, really good. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
God
Thank
bless.
you.
God bless.
I do have one more. I have a comment. I
Yes.
do. It would help people understand your perspective if you do share more of your backstory as well, because people
Hey.
just see you, like you said, they can't see beyond their nose, so they don't understand. They don't hear the parts where you say, you went through the fire, you pull yourself up, you stand on your own, you're not asking for help, you're not asking for anybody to take care of you, because I know I've seen it. I lived in Atlanta, and there's plenty of women, older women than you, women younger than you, that have houses, have government assistance, have so much, and they have so many men that's living with them that don't know nothing, or they just want a man. So I don't believe that you would even be in the shelter if you were really looking for help, for somebody to take care of you, because that's readily available all over. I mean, women have become desperate. And to accept you, I don't believe it's desperation. I
Especially,
believe accepting you and saying, "I'll take care of you and your baby" is desperation. And that's not that. I don't see that in you. That you're
Well, thank
looking for somebody to just say, "Come take care of me and my baby."
well, thank
And
you
I
very
think that
much.
makes you feel what you're saying.
I mean, very, very kind words. And like I said, once again, I'm grateful and appreciative of you. There's these conversations are always going to spark outrage. You know what I'm saying? One way or another, people are going to be passionate about one view or another. And as long as we standing on, as long as I'm standing, we're standing on the facts. I can live with everything else. That they got some good comments in here. The trolls are out. You said, seventh grade school portraits called. They said they want their vest back. You know what I mean? So, it's actually entertained, like in truth, to get capped on, because it's, you know what I mean? It's a serious subject, but we also gonna have some fun in here. We got 38 people. It's more than I thought that was gonna be in here for real. I told Figure I'd be lucky if I thought it was gonna be 10. So it's almost quadruple what I thought. So, shout out to, the people that are here, whatever your intentions are. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your intentions are, just know that, when the chips are down, you always want to be able to look at the person next to you and know they're there for the right reason. And so that's what I say to that. But shout out to you, Sandra. Thank you.
yes, thank you so much,
All right,
Cassandra.
brother. Have a nice night.
Have a
Yes,
good
ma'am. You
night.
too.
Okay,
All right.
good night. So, okay, again, the number is, oh, what is my number? Not my number, the number.
Figure, give me your number. Hey,
No,
Figure.
no,
Yeah. Hey, that's just,
I won't even give them my YouTube channel.
hey,
Okay,
Figure. Hey, give them your number so they can call and blow you up. You know these trolls, man. Oh man, you wouldn't
so
get no. You had to change your number.
the number is, guys, I can't put it in the chat, but if you guys want to put it in the chat, the number is 770-988-7557. You can call and talk to Awesome live here on YouTube tonight.
That part. Listen, Figgy. Hey, listen, y'all gotta listen. Shout out Figgy. Hey, listen, today's Figgy's birthday. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, y'all give Figgy some birthday love. You know what I'm saying? She's moderating this thing. She's dealing with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm half rap. I'm not wrapped all the way tight. You see what I'm saying? So shout out to Figgy, man. Y'all make sure y'all give Figgy some love, man. You know what I mean? Because I'll tell y'all something. I couldn't have done this without her. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a man who's beyond giving credit. Okay, so y'all make sure y'all do that. Y'all make sure
Oh,
y'all,
we got another call. We got another call.
so be it.
Okay. Hi.
Hi, Sticky.
Hi, baby. Who's this?
I'm gonna go by Cece.
Cece, we
CC.
got
Okay.
Cece on the line.
Uh-oh.
You got a question for Awesome, but before you say your question, I just want to shout out Awesome's Cash App. If you want to, bless him, or even, he'll, if there's any, I don't really need a birthday present or anything, but if you wanted to, you could send it to Awesome at, what is it? SMD, Awesome, spelled AWESUM, right? A
Yes,
at,
AW. Yes,
Okay,
dollar sign,
hold on a minute.
SMD,
You have to
AWESUM.
that for me.
okay,
Just a moment.
I will repeat it. I hope someone can someone put it in the cash app? I mean, in the chat. I can't chat for some reason. But again, it's dollar sign.
Okay. Okay, hold on a moment for me.
Okay.
Cash
Thank
App.
you, Leatherface.
Oh, you want to put it
in the chat? Yeah, can you do that? I can't do it for some reason. It won't let me. Yeah. Okay.
Put my glasses on.
Or if anybody in the chat
Tell
can.
me it again, Biggie.
Okay, it's dollar sign SMD.
Dollar sign. Wait a minute. Dollar sign at.
Yeah, SMD, like it's gonna be profanity, but it's suck my dick, but that's not what it stands for. What does
I
it
know.
stand for?
That's it. Why would you say that? That is nobody thinks that but you.
No, that's what it stands
No,
for.
but no, that does not. Well, that is
Yes,
absolutely not
it
what it
is.
stands for. It's
Anyways, love.
7 Mile Dog. Lord have
Seven
mercy.
Mile Dog. So SMD, and then
Jesus
awesome
Christ.
is spelled AWESUM. Look, that's what the kids are saying. Awesome.
Oh my
That's
God.
what the kids are saying. That's why I
Sweet
told you to
Jesus.
change it.
Ah, Lord have mercy. But I appreciate anything. You know what I'm saying? Because
So,
whatever I want to be able to.
S was in Sam, M is in Mother, D is in David, AWESUM.
Yes, that's perfect. That's correct, love.
All right, so I just posted that.
Oh my gosh! See, can you post the number too? Then I'll give you the number.
Give it to me one more time.
Yeah.
You said 770.
Yeah.
998.
No, 988.
988.
7557.
I did that, Vicky.
Okay, baby. You got an echo, but as long as you can deal with it, we're good on my side, on our side.
Okay, and happy birthday, Vicky.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna hang up, Vicky.
Really? You don't want to ask a question?
Thank you. I just have a comment.
Okay, go ahead.
My comment is, my dad was an alcoholic, he was a drug addict, and he was able to turn his life around. Anything is possible, and I just don't like it when I read the comments and they make Awesome seem like he's doomed, he'll never get out of this shelter, keep regurgitating that he works at a pizza parlor. As long as he's not getting in any trouble and he's taking care of his daughter, I don't understand what's the problem.
Right.
Well, Cassandra, I'll tell you the problem. First of all, thank you for your call. Thank you for being here because you could be
I'm
in
going to
here.
hang up now.
Oh, you're gonna hang
Okay.
up? Can you hear him? Okay, she's done. Okay, thank you
Okay.
so much. It's not Cassandra, it's Cece. Thank you,
CC.
Cece, for everything, the birthday
CC.
love and for posting everything. And go ahead.
Okay. I hope CC is still there. I don't know if she has to go or not, but I will address that. I
Yeah.
you know I recognize that when you're a certain kind of man, I've always known this. I've always known that you have to pay, and I would often ask myself why, and the answer always came back, why not? Like what makes you think you special? You know what I'm saying? What makes you think you don't have to suffer? And the very same people that would condemn me for being here were the very same people that were never there for me when I went to jail, when I went to prison. They didn't care. You know what I'm saying? They only and truthfully, they don't really care when you up unless you're doing something for them. So, in that regard, you have to take it like, I take it all. And I say, you've heard me say that. That's very important. That's a very important criteria to being a man, being able to accept and take it all, regardless to whether or not you like it. That's the way it goes. Thank you for the comment. Thank you for your kindness, for sure.
Again, if anybody wants to call in, I think Leatherface, you were asking for the number. It is 770-988-7557. And thank you, Kimberly, for the birthday love. Thank you, everybody. I can't comment back, but thank you, Melly. Thank you so much, everybody.
We had any
Jazzy.
calls?
No,
Yeah.
not yet.
Okay.
But
Go ahead.
again, the number is 770-988-7557. We're going to play this. Are we going to play this? Yeah?
Just 1 second, figure. Another thing too, like first of all, because like I said, I do have to work and I do have to make sure kids get proper rest. So I'll tell you, we're gonna go about another say 30 minutes or so. We're gonna go to about 10:30. If anybody want to call, Figgy, she rests. She's she needs her rest as well. I just want to show deference and respect to other people's time. We have workers and things of that nature. So we're gonna go about another say 20 minutes, I'm thinking. And then if anybody, wants to has anything to say, see, this is what I say. I'm not ducking no smoke. And so you can't, whether you like or don't like me, you see me, you have an opportunity to address me. And so, if anything I said is wrong, or it can be proven infallible, or you know what I mean, or you
We
have,
got a call.
holler at me.
Okay.
Says call.
Hello. You're going to have to turn your thing down in the background. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Is this Leatherface?
Yes, it is.
Hi, babes. How are you?
Not bad. How you doing?
I'm good. You got a question for Awesome?
Yeah, actually, I wanted to address something he said on the live yesterday.
Okay. Go ahead, Awesome. Can you hear him?
Go ahead, brother.
Yes. So there was God bless you, brother. I know your story. Is a tough one. The loss of your parents. That I think honestly, that right there is the start of it all. And I know you're a man of God, as you said, but I think there's still something there that you have to face in due time. Whether that's drawing closer to God or confining in church, I don't know. I can't really tell you your journey, but the pain there from that situation I feel is causing some anger in you. And I know you're a man of logic, reason, order, but that's still there hanging over you. I know how you spoke about, I think that your first mother, your first child, how you hate her. And having hate for anyone is evil. It's not going to bring you peace, and we should always strive for perfect peace. And I just want to plant that seed there. But there was one thing that you were saying on that live with Kendra, and I don't really like Kendra because she pushes a lot of that victimhood stuff. I don't really agree with that. Because as men, we can't be victims. You have to rise above all challenges, all adversity. But as you were saying, how men are of the flesh, pretty much like we can't control ourselves, and I forgot how you worded it, but pretty much how you had your kids is because you couldn't control yourself or something like that. Which, as an ultimate man, I don't agree with. Men should definitely have more control, especially if you're a man of God and you want to lead women. Because if you're a husband, a father, and you have daughters, you don't want them to have the impression that they're going to get with men that don't have control and are going to cheat on them and do things like that.
Are you finished? Go ahead, Awesome.
Okay, brother Leatherface, are you complete?
I'm sorry?
No,
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure you was complete with your thought, brother.
Are you complete?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I kind of unloaded a lot, but yeah, that's pretty much where I stand right there.
That's okay. Hey, listen. First of all, let me thank you for calling in. You didn't have to. You know what I'm saying, and I appreciate, your opinion. You know what I mean, because you're entitled to that, and I put myself out there for public consumption, right? So I'm always, willing to, take whatever comes with that. I'm gonna be honest with you, Leatherface. I've been who I am. My fate was sealed years previously. You know what I'm saying? I was always going to be who I am. You know what I mean? It was destined I was going to be a bad guy. That was initially I started out. I started out way young, man. So way before that. You know what I mean? It was way previous to that. And as far as like, there's no really pain there. As far as my pain, what it is it's callous. It's just a wound, and you know what I mean. It's cauterized at this point, and so I share that to help someone else to make better decisions. You know what I mean? I always used to say that I would like for my life to be used as a teachable moment for black men, so that way they wouldn't make the same mistakes that I did. Like I don't believe that experience is the best teacher, Leatherface. I think that's one of the stupidest things. Say it again, Figgy.
It just cut out for a second. Sorry.
Okay, is everything okay?
You can hear him?
Okay.
Can hear most of what he's saying. It's in and out for me.
You can turn if you want. If you have another question, you can stay on, or if you want to turn up the volume and on your end for YouTube so you can hear him clearly. Whatever you need to do.
Okay.
I think it's a little delayed on YouTube. There was one more thing I was
Oh,
going
well,
to
I didn't have an opportunity.
Wasn't
Yeah, I
finished.
didn't have an opportunity to finish Leatherface, and that was you know what I'm saying. I just wanted to make sure that you could hear me uh, correctly. I don't have a problem answering your next question as well. I'm trying to trying to regather my thoughts. I do this. Okay, I believe I was discussing the the cauterization of the wound.
Callus. It's
Say it again.
callus. You were talking about it's not pain, it's callus or hurt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Warrior marks. My father used to always tell me, show him your warrior scars. And so those are things that a man shows, you know what I mean, when it's, I don't show my pain to if I could be hurt with it, I wouldn't share it with the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like come on. I mean, these people are ruthless. You know what I'm saying? You know that. These people are packing animals. And so, they'll say or use anything in order to, to try to harm a man or you know what I mean, spiritually, and try to break his will. But when you've been built up by something, when you stand on something greater than that, then you're not phased by these things. Now, do want to address the hating comment. I'm gonna tell you something, brother. I hear you, and I'm not saying you're wrong, Leatherface. And I think let's see, Messy Subjects has a similar. They said hating anyone is very evil, according to the Bible. I get it, and I'm not here to 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 change anyone's opinion. I'm just telling you the way I see it. I don't forgive and forget. That's not my prescription. You know what I mean? And I haven't seen. I asked my homeboy one time. His name William Barrett. You know what I'm saying? Barrett Bay. That was my big homie. While I
I
was in.
understand.
Say it again.
Sorry. He wants to interject for a second.
I
Oh,
understand what you're saying, but I don't know. I know you're a man of God. I'm not sure how much you follow Christ, right? And everything comes down to me is what would Jesus do? Right? And I have people in my life that have done me wrong. If I harbored hatred towards us, it would only hurt me in the long run.
mhm.
It'll only hurt the people around me in the long run. I can't do that. I have to just let that go and let God handle it. So even when it comes down to the mother of your child, or even your mother, I feel like you have to forgive and you let go. Like even forget it. Like just because you're home, it's like an anchor. And as you grow in life, it's going to be something that's always going to tug on you. I mean, when you're looking for the next woman or the right woman or even peace, that's always going to pull you. So I have to say right now, this moment, but just strive for that. Like strive for the peace, strive to let go and forgive. I don't know, we don't, because your mom, she dealt with certain things. She didn't know, and she probably dealt with stuff from her parents and generational things. Like we have to
consider, I deal with stuff with my mother and my father. I have to forgive them and forget because they didn't know any better. I'm not going to bring that down to my own son. So he doesn't have that curse passed down on him. Like, I think it's just best that we all strive for that perfect peace and letting go and forgiving and forgetting so we don't hurt anyone else in the long run, even if it's unintentionally, because it could happen like that.
Okay. Okay,
And
now
another
brother.
thing,
Okay,
this
that
black stuff,
brother
Hold on,
let
Leatherface.
that go
You
too.
have
We have
to,
to stop
brother
hold on,
idolizing
hold on,
Leatherface.
hold
You
on,
trying to
hold
take
on,
over the show,
hold
brother
on, hold
Leatherface.
on.
I gave you an opportunity because you interjected and I stopped talking, but I hadn't done it to you. So I allowed you to do that, and that's okay. But I want you to. I'm not. I g- I want you to know that there's men who have a different ideology, and that's okay. Like I don't see, brother. I don't see forgiveness in the same way that other people do. I don't see the world in the way that other people do. So forgiveness for me is not that. Like I don't forgive. I'm not God. I try to strive to be the best that I can be. I try to to discipline my will and strive to be the best version of myself every day. But however, I am not God, and I am not, and and nor will I ever be. So forgiveness for me is not something that I'm into. If that helps you get through, that's fine. But there are some men who can cope differently because their experiences have put them through different things where they've had to cope differently, and that's okay as well. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't have to be a right or your way or my way thing. And truth be told, I would I would suggest probably in this regard maybe more men kind of go your way. But I'm a warrior by nature, so I'm going to have a warrior spirit in that regard.
Do you have anything else you want to
Yeah. Okay. So hatred is an emotion, correct?
say? Sorry, say that again.
Hatred is an emotion, correct?
Say it again.
Hatred is an emotion, correct?
Is hatred emotion? Yes.
How we're meant to move with emotion or logic.
Logic.
How are men? Hmm, logic.
Okay, that's all I have.
Okay. Okay. You take care, brother. Thank you.
that that
Now,
okay.
okay.
Thank you, Leatherface. Thanks
Yeah,
for
white.
calling in.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Now
All
I'll
right. Okay.
respond. This is
Oh
my
wait, he
show.
wants to respond. He wants to respond. He
No,
wants to
no, no.
respond.
No. I said he can get the last word. He can go. That's okay.
That was it. He said he don't have nothing else. That's all he wanted to say.
Oh, okay.
That
Okay. Well, I'm going
men
to.
don't move
Okay.
in emotion.
I
That
get.
was it.
Okay. Fine. Are we finished? Now, now here's my response to that. Like I say, he has a point. I don't move in emotion. The hate doesn't move me. What I'm saying is there's a there's like a cart. There's like a it's just ice, and that's okay. You know what I mean? That's okay. Like if people want to forgive, I'm not ever saying what anybody else should or shouldn't do. People can live their lives however they decide, right? I'm just talking about me and my mindset and the way I view the world. I view the world differently than other people, and that's okay as well. So that's all. Leatherface is not wrong. He was a very good caller, and I appreciate him calling. You know what I'm saying? They said, let me see, who's it? Saul's charge? I'm sorry. Charles in charge. I apologize if I'm saying that wrong.
You got it.
That
You got it.
not say it again.
You got it. Yeah.
Okay, that is not a warrior. That is a defensive, angry person. Well, you're not me, and you haven't experienced what I've experienced, and I put it like this. I'm doing very well. Like I mean, I know that 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 I'm currently in the shelter, and so you all would like to continue to lean on that. But the man I am, I wouldn't trade for anyone. And like I said, I've had my daughter ever since she was born. So there has to be something right with me, right? There has to be something right with me that I can take care of a newborn from the very day she was born. never missing. My daughter has never even had diaper rash, and that's something I'm very proud of. So, and diaper rash is just simply being lazy and making sure that her diapers are changed, are, you know what I mean, are not wet, or, you know what I'm saying, are nasty. So I'm very proud of that. So, you know what I mean? You know, we can say what we want to say, and that's okay. And I'm here for it all. I got another 7 minutes. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go
You
on
want
another
to take
7 minutes.
another call, or you're okay? You're good now, Leatherface, right? We're gonna do this again whenever you're ready, another day. But yeah.
I thought he was leaving. Okay, I thought you were gone, brother. That wasn't.
No,
I said you could have the
he's good.
last word.
He said he's good. He's just hanging on for your
Oh, okay.
response.
I appreciate you, Leatherface.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
shout
Thank
out
you
to you.
for calling in.
Yeah, Jazzy K. I'm glad. No, Jazzy K had a good point. Let me see. Jazzy K. I've heard that before. You are a awesome. You are a contradiction. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's more.
Absolutely.
Maybe. And you, Figgy has said that as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and say, but there's so many sides to a thing. But as long as it comes back to the truth, and so you know that's the way I see it. I everything that I have that I've learned has served me. And the things that I have not, things that do not serve me, I do not keep around. So I'll always update the files, but the core principles remain the same. The core principles is to thine own self be true. Then thou can be false to no man. And that's the number one root. That's the number one pillar and building block of my life. And that's that. And so if he get free diapers from the shelter. No, I pay for my diapers, Miss Singleton. Yeah, I
Hi,
pay for my
Vladimir.
diapers. Say it again.
I'm just giving a shout out to Vladimir in the
Yeah,
chat.
shout out to you, Miss Singleton. No, I know you still. she, she be getting at me. You get free diapers from the shelter. No, what I did was when things were good, what I did was I went ahead and bought big off Amazon. So since I knew she was coming, I went on ahead and got a bunch of diapers, a lot of different sizes. I'm still literally living off those diapers. You know what I'm saying? Off 9 months. So
So
that's
you
the.
guys, you want to take one more call, or you want to wrap it up right now?
You use KG name for clout. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna address A Taylor. You use KG name for clout, man. How? What? When did I use her name? I didn't say nothing. This is about me. I didn't dog her. And besides, I've been doing my little thing. Only reason when she did the reaction video, I said everybody else is benefiting from it. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't I use it to benefit myself? That wouldn't it wouldn't be smart of a man to do anything else. So I mean, and I didn't so I don't know how I use Kendra's name for clout. Kendra was very kind to let me up. I have nothing bad to say about her. I'm not about to do I don't do reaction videos to women or what they do because I think the majority of women are silly anyway, so they can say silly stuff. And so that's just that. I don't care nothing about that.
The call-in number, if you want to take one more call, it's 770-988-7555.
We're gonna take one more call. We're gonna take one more call. And I like them tomatoes. Miss Singleton, you hit me with one of them tomatoes, all hell gonna break loose.
770-988-7557.
If one of them tomatoes got on my Italian made leather shoes, oh my God. she been
Okay,
she,
again, 770-988-7557. You should use her to boost your brand. Use who? Oh, me?
men
Vladimir.
do men who go to jail usually stuck in a time frame, and the ones that went in, let me see, and when they went in, so they sometimes be 10 steps behind. Yes, that's a lot of cases. A lot of times that's true, and that's why you want to try to stay as current. I am behind. I don't know nothing about technology, and I have no use for it. I'll just be honest with you. As far as I don't really like how the world changed. I don't like how men have become weaker, especially black men specifically. So that's what I'm really all about. Like that really matters to me. And so the masculinity of black men. This clout won't last long. Well, like I say, I'm not trying to.
Wow. At all.
And you may not like my opinion. Respect but that's my opinion. So that's, you know what I'm saying. You may not like it, but I'm still giving you me, and I'll maybe you can respect that, and maybe you can't. Promoting yourself is clout now. Shaking my head. Promoting yourself now is clout.
Wait,
Yeah, I
I
guess so,
want
bro.
you to do this. I told you you need to do this.
Yeah.
You need to.
Well, like I say, men soft and feminine now. Thank you, Vladimir. You know what I'm saying? Men soft, absolutely. And I'm not none of that. Tell us why you really mad at black women. I love black women, brother. I'm not. I think DJ V. I don't know if that's the woman. I love black women. I told you I'm looking for one specifically. So here's the thing. I guess what I'm saying is, so I guess you want it both ways. You're gonna say that I hate black women. On the other hand, when I'm looking for one specifically, you want to try to act like I shouldn't have one. I'm a little. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm not quite understanding you, but
Oh, I
but
have a
I'm honest
question.
about everything else, right? I'm honest
I,
about everything else except me loving black women. But
I
you
have
see
a
what I'm saying?
question.
Yes,
Your first, the mother of your first child, is she not black?
yes,
Oh, there you go. And then the mother of
yes.
your second child is she looked black though. The
Yeah,
mother of your
yeah. I
second
think
child,
yes, that's a good question. Yes, but she's white though. You know, so I think that's fair
but
to
she
say.
looked black.
Okay, A Renee Music. First of all, I love that name, Renee. That's, you know what I'm saying. That's a great name. That's my mother's name. Are there any specific topics that you like to discuss on your platform? Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You'll see. I deal with black men. You know what I'm saying? In presentation form. I dress like this often. I don't dress like this when I go to work because obviously it's not required. However, I think that that's important. I think that poise, being able to being able to being able to exercise in hard ways, being able to go through trials and tribulations, and being able to come through them, understanding that nobody's going to be there. You know what I mean? Odds are you won't have anyone. You know what I mean? And so you're going to have to be able to help yourself because, a lot of times people won't care about you. The world is going to do whatever it can in order to break you. And so you have to be strong because if you're not, then you can't help anyone. If you're a woman in a shelter with your 9-month old, you would have $1 million in your GoFundMe. That's facts. Yeah, that's facts, Vladimir. That's fact. If I were a white man, like if I was a white man, they would love me. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. And Leatherface actually agrees. He's 100% right about that. He's 100% right that they don't. This country will always go against me, and that's why I'm going to always stand strong because once again, I'm strong enough to do that. Y'all not going. That's why I did this because I wanted to give y'all an opportunity. Figgy was 100% correct when she suggested it, and I didn't even think of it. It was my idea for the reaction part, but I didn't even think about going. This is my first live ever, y'all. I didn't even know I could go live. I was just
I
making videos. I swear to God, y'all listen. I didn't even know how. It took us 24 hours to the thing set up or whatever. I was just making videos, and I only thing I ever really truly cared about was giving black men game. You know what I'm saying? Young black boys, so that way they wouldn't make a lot of the mistakes that I did. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's really so if you're mad at me about that, then I guess you're just gonna have to be mad. If I don't want a black man to take a bad bet, then you're just gonna have to be upset because I'm not gonna stop pushing that until new data comes in, and which we both know it won't. Okay, DJ DAVA 85. I'm a woman. Okay. And like I said, and I do appreciate anybody that came because you didn't have to come in here. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to come in here. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to come in here. And so, right, AT, this has nothing to do with race. Of course. That's always right. Of course. Of course it doesn't. And that's
agree
that's
though.
that's I know, and you agree, and that's okay as well. Me and you just and that's okay. Once again, I don't let women ever tell me how to think or what to see. I know exactly what this is about. You know what I'm saying? I've always and I'm going to stand on that. Okay, until I see everybody knows. Y'all heard me say this once before. Everybody knows a black man has to work twice as hard to get half as much. Black
Oh,
men are at the socioeconomic bottom in every single category that matters. Okay, black
why?
men are the
Why?
listen, Figgy, please. They're
Another
15.
live. We'll do it on another live. Yes. We'll
Yes,
address it on
yes.
another live. All right. Cool.
Okay, yes. And but I don't want to debate because you 1 minute you don't want to pick. Well, we're not
No,
gonna do
not
that.
with me. Not with
Okay,
me. You
but
can
okay,
explain, and we'll do another call in and
okay,
see if anyone has a different opinion.
okay,
How about that?
okay, okay. Here's the thing. I know this. Here's what I do know. I know that black men are about 10% of the overall population, but make up 40% of the prisoner population. I know that black men are overly jailed and they get 4 times the sentences of their white counterparts. Now you do with that numbers what you will. You know what I mean? You do with that numbers what you will. Okay. So I'm not like I say, that's one of those things that end up being a rabbit hole. It just goes around and goes around. So I don't really want to go with that. Leatherface, black men have excuses. Here's the thing, Leatherface. I wouldn't necessarily call it an excuse if it's the truth. I'm not making an excuse. I'm just simply stating the facts. I'm not making an excuse for it. I often say you still have to rise above it. I'm still that you still cannot let these things hold you back. So I don't want you to think that I want you to make sure that I want to make that known and make sure that's baked in the cake as well. I'm not making excuses. I'm just simply calling it the way it is. Me calling a duck doesn't make the duck any less of a duck. It's still a duck. I'm just calling it what it is. That's all. But I do appreciate how we done went over. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, y'all, me and figure we're gonna figure this out. This she didn't really particularly wish to do this, but she did it. You know what I'm saying? So I want to thank her for the time. Like I said, I want to thank the people that came in. I want to, you know what I'm saying? Shout out anybody. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all stay tapped in. Even if you don't like me, y'all like Gizmo. You know what I'm saying? You like the Giz, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at her YouTube shorts. Those are really, really good. It's curfews at that place, y'all. No, it's time for me to go to bed, Dawn D. I have to get up and
You
go to
gotta
work in
work.
the morning. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? It's my curfew. You know what I'm saying? I have to get a little bit of rest because she gets up about maybe between 1 and 4 every all the time for a bottle. So, she's gonna get up, 100% for a bottle. You know what I mean? Between 1 and 4, you can book it. I want to thank everybody. You know what I'm saying? I really do, man, from the bottom of my awesome. Listen, y'all, I'm just a black man in America who just been through some things and trying to make the best of circumstances. And I haven't made the bestest hands. I haven't done a lot of helping myself in this regard either. You know what I'm saying? I haven't, you know what I mean? That this is true. However, I don't like to say that word deserve. I think that's one of there's women words. You deserve happiness. You deserve. I don't deserve anything but what I'm willing to take. Okay. I don't deserve anything except for what I'm willing to take. Since y'all think Figgy's the goat, and make sure y'all send a little love. You know what I'm saying? It's that and the third for, you know what I mean. For Figgy. Like I said, it's her birthday. Send me the cash app. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Make sure Figgy make sure we break bread. You know what I'm saying? We got to break bread because in the end, that's the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying?
Give
And,
me Cash App.
huh?
Cash App is SMD. S is in Sam, M is in Mary, D is in Donald. Awesome, spelled AWESUM.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I had more people. It's your white woman coming back to save. I saved myself. You know what I'm saying? The creator saves me. The creator saves me. I love you, troll. Listen, I never knew. Listen, you want to know what's crazy? I never knew. Like when you see people trolling, and you would see people trolling because I've been in people's chats. I didn't know this thing was really like a real thing. Pizza time. Yes, almost. It almost is. It almost is
Thank you,
pizza time.
Kimberly, for putting that a Cash App in the
Yes,
chat.
thank you, Kimberly.
Appreciate
Thank you, Kimberly B. Thank you very much. Yes, damn near almost pizza time. I'll tell you this: being a man trumps all of that. And if you don't ever get with a man, and if you and you miss out on your blessings, okay. Let me in the end, everybody has the right to want what they want, but I'm going to take what I want because that's just who I am, right? And so that's important, and it's also important for me to make sure I give this game out to black men because that's just what's up.
it.
You buy a steak for women when your baby doll is homeless. Who said I was buying steak, brother? Shout out to
um,
Exquisite Mercy. Shout out to Exquisite Mercy. Thank you, baby. And matter of fact, nigga, that's going to you
no, no,
for
no, no,
your
no.
time. No, I already
Thank
said it. Figure this might be quiet, please. Thank you. Thank you for your time. This ain't about this. This is my life calling anyway. You know what I'm saying? I want to
This
thank you.
is who he is, guys. You see what I'm saying? He ain't no scam. He literally will give his last
You don't
dollar
have to figure.
away.
You don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to take up for me. I want to thank y'all for y'all time. You know what I'm saying? Me, figure. Hopefully, she'll be able to help me get on this. Maybe I'll try to do this once a week or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And we can get out. You know what I'm saying? We can chop it up. We have some more. You know, call in. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? That came out. You know what I mean? Shout out to shout out to my trolls. Shout out to the people. You know what I'm saying? That came out. The Gizmo was asleep. I'm about to get her together. Peace and love. Everybody be blessed. And listen, I'm still a beast. Check them vines out. Awesome is the man.
Make sure you save this live,
How do
awesome,
I
when
do that?
make sure you follow the instructions on whatever we all,
So what do I do now? You know I'm confused.
I'm not sure. I don't know how to end it. It's probably that little X right there. And then, but whatever it does, pay attention to what
Oh
YouTube is telling you so you can
God, I'm
save
confused.
that live. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the birthday love, and definitely go and support Awesome if this is still going. Is it still going? Can you guys still hear me? No? Okay. I think it's done. Good night, guys. Love you all.